What's up, everybody? This is your host, Nation Nightmare, aka Raider Cortez, with my boy Raider Mad Dog Rudy Chavez. What's good,
Yeah.
everybody?
What's up? I got lighting coming on from my room. I'm trying to adjust it.
And just to let you guys know, I wasn't watching the game the whole time, but I'm just done. I'm gonna rant about we need better fucking linebackers. They and like in a whole fucking decade, what have they not done with our defense, Rudy?
Well, like I
They
said, we've
never
had.
get us fucking good linebackers. They get us sorry ass fucking
I,
players.
I I think Masterson is fine, but we haven't utilized him. He needs to play. He needs to play. He needs to be a starter. Divine Diablo, like I said, he's a young guy, but I think he's better on special teams than anything.
Yeah, but the thing with Divine Diablo, he wears that green dot and he gives up on plays.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
But that's the fault. The fault I would blame is Patrick Graham not utilizing him. And if he's not doing well, take him out. But
OG, you
but
want to pull up to my show, OG? I'll drop the link right now in the chat.
Mitchell Ritz is online.
I have 2 views.
Sure.
Sup, OG? OG Daniels?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit up Rudy real quick. Hey, bro. No. Right here. I'm gonna hit up Rudy real quick. Hey, bro. There you go, OG, if you want to pull up, bro. Yeah. I'm just waiting for her to message me back. Sorry about that. I'm just waiting for her to message me. Hey, Fade the Black, you want to pull up, bro? The link's in the chat. What's up, Fade? Yeah, bro. Oh, there's my boy OG. OG, I'm ready, bro. You know where I'm going at.
Where you going?
I hit fucking OG. You have to admit we have not fixed our linebacking fucking core, OG. What have we been neglecting them? Our DBs.
Calm
And
down.
to be honest, I watched 22 OG that played that. You remember the Divine Diablo running to try to get to Kyler Murray? You know what he did, OG? Slow down and didn't go after it.
Okay.
Gave up on the plays. What you mean?
Calm down. First of all, when we get Perryman back, that motherfucker won't see nothing but sideline. Okay. Second, a lot of people are like bitching about Carr, of course.
I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah,
the
I'm
one.
not.
I got some issues with Carr. The motherfucker needs to learn a little time management. Look at that fucking clock that's in front of him so you don't get those penalties of delay a game. But my problem today was Darren Waller and Keelan Cole.
Oh yeah.
Keelan Cole dropped a touchdown pass. Darren Waller dropped 2 touchdown passes. And then Jermaine fucking Illuminor had that bonehead shit play where Waller could have got us at first and goal. A lot of stupid shit going on. And
there was one holding call that wasn't even on
Why
Illuminor.
don't they fucking have Cotton?
There was a lot of cheating.
They
They didn't
using
call
that
any pass
fucking garbage ass
interference
OG.
calls.
What the fuck?
because Josh McDaniels, I'm starting to have some second thoughts about.
I can
And
understand.
Patrick Graham waiting to adjust. Man, you're supposed to say you can adjust on the fly during a play, but you wait until the half to adjust. Did you see how atrocious our defense looked until the second
it
half?
was bad.
Second half, we shut them down a couple of times. Josh McDaniel and Patrick Graham starting to make me wonder, like, did we fuck up?
I don't think Patrick Graham's a good OG. I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think he's a
Dustin thinks we
defensive
should get
coordinator for us.
Vic
We need
Fangio.
somebody different.
He said Vic
Look,
would be better.
I think Graham caught on, but too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did. The
And
defense did stop.
and,
they did stop Derrick Henry late though.
right, and Divine Diablo was
right there.
just Divine Diablo is just like out there doing God knows what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just staring out there, OG. He's like,
What is he like?
and the
waxing his
thing that
turtle
I
or
don't like,
something?
why don't they give it to Brown? the green dot. Why does Diablo have to wear the green dot? He's only been in the league for like a year and a half. Why are you
Yeah.
giving him a green dot for?
No idea. No
He's still-
effing idea. Oh, and I'm sorry. Are we gonna put Chandler Jones on a fucking milk carton yet?
Put that motherfucker. I didn't see him do
Put
shit.
Malcolm
What did he
Kuntz
get?
in.
No
I like
tackles?
Malcolm Kuntz.
Exactly.
Where's
Why isn't he
Malcolm?
getting more burn?
I mean, Malcolm Kuntz last year sacked Patrick Mahomes twice in one game. I mean, that guy utilized him. And that's a little bit more on Patrick Graham's situation than Josh McDaniels.
Where the fuck is Malcolm Kuntz? Because Chandler Jones is MIA.
Do you know who else is playing better than fucking Chandler Jones? Cleveland Farrell.
Yes, he is.
Fucking run.
I like Clinton Farrell, but he's more of a run stopper than a pass rusher.
Yeah.
At least we
I
know
like
one
Clinton
thing. Max Crosby is a fucking beast.
Oh yeah, he's
a monster.
I'm sorry. The very first play of the game, man. It was like, it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes on that shit.
That bull is crazy.
Fade to black. Yes, I believe that we can be.
Yeah.
Salute. Persian. Fade, pull up already, bro. The link.
We abandoned the run game again. Yeah. That's
we did
McDaniels
with the
issue.
Cardinals. We did it more so with the Cardinals than any other game, I think.
No. We did more against the Chargers. We abandoned that shit right away.
Oh yeah, them too. But it was the Cardinals the most because we were winning by 20-something odd points.
Wow.
Fucking running game would have ended that game. Did
you hear that freaking?
Don't be pissed, Persian. Don't be pissed, man. We're still gelling. We aren't even going to know who we are until after week 4, man.
We're a playoff team, and Josh McDaniels needs to get his shit together. That's all I got to say.
Oh, and some good news. Ready?
What?
The Chiefs got beat by the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could beat them in 2 weeks if we get our shit together.
Jacksonville is winning over the Chargers right now.
Wow.
Let's go.
And if Niners are probably going to beat the Broncos tonight. You know what that means? Worst case scenario, we're 2 games out behind these guys, man. No fucking panic button time. We aren't even fully gelled yet. It takes 4 weeks before you start seeing the 5th week. You see, okay, this is who these guys are. You're going to see teams that are come out powerful start to fall, and you're going to see teams that sucked all of a sudden start rising up after week 4.
And to be honest, OG, we could beat we could beat the Broncos. The Broncos don't know what the heck they're doing. They
they got beat by the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, they could have beat the Seahawks. Seahawks were like jerking off, and they still beat them. You know.
Here's something interesting. We get to play the Dolphins this year.
Yeah.
They just beat the Bills.
They're a good team.
They beat the Bills. They prove they are a good team.
Yep.
And there's another big obstacle in our way later.
Yeah, later. Man, that tandem of Waddle and Hill is no joke.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just put it this way. I'm watching that 8:20 game because from part of the halftime at least. And then because my ass goes to bed early. But no, man, listen, no need to panic yet. Like I said, I wait the first 4 games to let the teams, and that's not just us, that's every team in the NFL.
Yeah.
They start gelling in week 5, and you see, these guys suck. They beat this team. That starts happening in week 5. Watch next week. Everybody's going to be saying that. They beat these guys?
Yeah.
And then you'll see who's going to rise.
Yeah.
And that'd be the perfect test, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because we can get out there and beat them. If we can beat the Broncos and beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And we start rising and they start falling off.
Yeah.
And the Broncos, I'm sorry. You're going, what's that? Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl. Russell Wilson didn't win a Super Bowl because of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson won because of Marshawn Lynch and the Legion of Boom. He is a mediocre motherfucker at best. And I'm sorry, he's a mobile quarterback, so he won a Super Bowl. So what happened after that?
He's not going to be running on his fucking right. That's where he throws the ball best.
Hey, OG, my uncle's a Seahawks fan, and guess what he said? He says, and once it gets cold, his hand's going to fuck up on him.
You took him from a bad
Or I need a
offensive line and put him behind a
Garbage.
pretty bad, kind of bad offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Donkeys. They're hot trash. But yeah, the Chiefs got exposed today by the Colts. The Colts were 0-2.
The Colts have a good O line. They're a good running team, but you know, if Russell Wilson had went to the Colts, that would have been better for him.
Yeah, well, with the Colts though, let me tell you something. They went 0-2, and then today they beat the Chiefs. Maybe they're starting to gel a little early.
Yeah.
Which we got to face them too.
Yeah, I think the Colts, I worry mostly is their running game. Their running game is not like a power game like Tennessee. It's mostly speed run. They're like a speedy running game. I think like Derrick Henry with him, I've said this before. If you're going to really stop Derrick Henry, you got to push the offensive lineman into him because he's very hard to take down. He's 255 pounds. He's a monster.
Right. You tackle him, that's a business decision.
You're going to get fucking killed, man. I've seen that motherfucker knock. I saw him get one corner and said, get the fuck out of my way. He like fucking choke slammed a DB, literally, you know. See, and then here's the thing. Chandler Jones was supposed to have his game today because last year he had 10 sacks, 5 of them against the Tennessee Titans. Yeah.
Against their starter. Yeah. Today, you could put Chandler Jones on a milk carton. We overpaid that motherfucker.
And the crazy shit.
He has a 3-year deal, though. It's not too long.
Backup left tackle playing OG.
Yeah, he was going up against a second stringer.
Well, I don't know how much his contract's guaranteed, but there's always – but it's a 3-year deal. It's not
OG,
really super big, but it's not
I played the new Madden OG, and I traded him. I traded him to Chicago for Raekwon Smith on my Madden game. I got rid of him. I said, give me Raekwon Smith for him.
Why don't we do that? Why can't we do that for real?
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah.
Trade him to Chicago for Raekwon Smith.
Yeah. Well, they'll want something else from him, too. Let's say give us a second-round pick or a third-round pick.
Why? They're exactly the same players.
No.
Straight up trade.
Yeah, because they think Raekwon Smith's ceiling's higher than Chandler's. Even though Raekwon Smith's mostly a coverage linebacker, and he got a run-stop, pass-rushing defensive end / linebacker Chandler Jones. But Chandler Jones is a little old. And, I think he's good in the run stop, for an edge, but he's terrible in the
Bro,
pass.
he did not have no fucking tackles. What do you...
Well, like I said, with Derrick Henry, it's very difficult. Notice that Derrick Henry doesn't run towards the right more. He runs more towards the when I mean right,
middle.
He runs more towards his left.
In the middle.
Middle and left, though. He does that.
No, but we needed to account earlier for him squirting through the middle without the ball, and somebody should have been all over him, and they figured it out. Somebody figured it out. Was it Vernon Butler later in the game when he did it, and he was waiting for him?
Yeah.
How was Abrams? Oh, gee, I missed part of the game today. Did you see Abrams?
Abrams did pretty good. I'm not going to go hard on him. He's actually doing better than people thought he would do,
Is he still playing free safety too?
Abrams again? Didn't he get burned on some play, or was that that wasn't Abram? That was
It was actually Roger Teamer, but he was playing corner though, or nickel.
Right.
Slot. Yeah, nickel because Lakia Singh got hurt and our best corner got hurt.
Oh, Hobbs got hurt too. I mean, shit happens. I mean,
everybody's getting dinged up.
Didn't he get a concussion? Because he never came back. Not. What was it?
Hobbs was out. He might have been shaken up, but the game was almost over anyway.
I know Lakia Sin had it to be carted. They had it to put him on a cart.
Let me see. I can look up stuff. Let's see.
No, man, I'm not pushing the panic button yet. It's only fucking the first 4 weeks is gel time. The 5th week, you start showing who you really are. And we go out there and beat the Chiefs, we'll show who we really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, OG, and I don't like when freaking Waller does them one-handed passes.
Oh, that I saw that,
That was
shit
stupid.
show.
That was
Yeah,
stupid. That was
he
an
should
easy
have dove
catch.
both
2
hands.
You got to do
Should
that.
have
That pissed
dove.
me off. That did piss me off. I'm not
If
gonna
he
lie.
dove with 2 hands, that's a reception.
Yeah, he got
Waller
too
had a
arrogant.
bad day today.
It was a little bit arrogant on his part, and he's got to take ownership of that. And it doesn't mean like, oh, we should fucking get rid of him. That'd be fucking stupid.
No, he had a shit day today.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Dustin.
What's up, Dustin?
What's up?
Can't hear.
Oh, it sounds off.
He can't hear us either.
Yeah. I don't know. Something's wrong. Yeah, I'm getting allergies here. I think he's going to come back in again.
Yeah.
Could be a
Like
signal.
that T-Mobile Wi-Fi.
Oh shoot! I got a new phone, OG, coming in.
All my phones with Sprint, and Sprint's owned by T-Mobile. They're like the same thing.
Yeah, you're on you're all, if you're on Sprint or T-Mobile, you're actually on the Verizon network, which is the best network out there.
Oh, well, mine's a Obama phone, and it sucks ass, though.
Mm.
It's a free phone, but it sucks ass. But, you know, it's better to call people and all that.
Mine's a track phone. I don't even use it. I forward my business dialer to it if I have to go out on the road or something to go to run errands.
If I ever go to Alaska, I'm going to have to get one of those disposable track phones because I took my phone to Alaska. It didn't do shit. It sucked. When I went to Alaska, when I had Cricket at the time, Cricket worked great. You know, I had to use the
Ain't you
Wi-Fi.
kind of young for Cricket?
Huh?
Ain't you kind of young for Cricket?
Well, thanks for calling me young because most people, I'm older than I look. I'm 42 years old, you know.
I'm 57. I'm still too young for Cricket, bro. I don't need buttons that big yet.
Well, you know, it was a Cricket phone. It worked pretty good. And, you know, I got to see those pretty Mexican girls when I went to go pay my bill there. I used to pay bills there, and I wouldn't mind going over there to say, you know, what's up and everything. But, you know, pay my bill and everything. And unfortunately, they were gone already before I stopped using Cricket, though. But, you know, I liked Cricket. It was pretty good, but I couldn't afford it because I wasn't working. And, you know, when I was working, I could afford it, but, you know, I had to go because I have chronic headache problems. I tried working and I couldn't do it. I've been working with headaches since I was 33 years old when I had it, and I couldn't work till 38 years old was the last time I worked, and I had to stop because my headaches were getting worse. I tried being a care provider, and a care provider for my mom is nothing really. I mean, the hardest caretaking job was taking care of my late grandmother. That was like a 18, 19-hour job because I had to like change her diaper, feeding tube, everything. And I did like 90% of the work, and I had family members help me out because with IHS, with the caretaking job, they didn't pay me enough. They can't though, you know, it would be past their limit. They only pay me like 12.33 hours, you know, that's the maximum per a day, you know. But yeah, I mean, but my grandmother passed, you know, peacefully and everything. She was 82, 83 years old, you know. But, you know, she was a really nice lady. If she had not smoked, she'd probably be alive today. She's only 3 years younger than the queen who passed away. She'd be 93 right now if she was alive. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. My grandmother was 92 years old. She passed away 5 years ago. I'm the oldest child of the oldest child. Therefore, I got to have my grandmother around until I was 52, which I am grateful for because she was my favorite person on earth.
Oh, yeah. My grandmother was nice. I was her favorite person.
Same here.
Because you know what? I didn't expect nothing from her, but she gave me from her inheritance, she gave me $1,000.
Yeah. I had pretty much the same thing.
I appreciate all the things you done for me and everything. And, you know, she did that. And, you know, it pissed off. It didn't piss my brother off. He didn't care. But my sister, she got pissed off about it, though. You know.
Yeah.
My little brother, he knew he ain't going to fuck around. He knows that I did a lot. I know he was more accomplished because, you know, he was smart. You know, he got to college, although he dropped out, went into the military, and then became a paralegal in Alaska and everything. So he's doing good, and I'm proud of my brother. He fell off the mountain and climbed right back up. You know.
Yeah, I was offered a scholarship, full scholarship, and my dumbass turned it down.
Oh man.
And well, no, it was to the U.S. Naval Academy.
Yeah.
And I turned it down. I said, I'm not committing to 8 years in the fucking Navy. Get out of here. I'm 19 years old. That's more than half my life, almost half my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. I just went and enlisted. And
Yeah.
yeah, I shouldn't have turned that shit down.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, my grandfather was in the Navy. He was a POW in the Korean War, my mom's dad. But he had so much, what do you call it, where they did something to his memory so he wouldn't remember the horrors of war in North Korea. I forgot what it was called. And to this day, even before, when he passed away, he promised, told us not to tell my late grandmother, his ex-wife, about what he went through. He didn't want her to know about it, you know, because he didn't want her to feel for it, even though they weren't together anymore. But, you know, about what that he was a POW and he was tortured. You know, he had Purple Hearts and all that, but, you know, and he said, and he showed us some calligraphy that was on his wrists. Those were marks by the Koreans. Because he was a prisoner. They marked him as a POW.
My father was in the Korean War, and he was a frogman. That's what they were before they were called SEALs.
Yeah.
And they were in a position at this beach. They were told to hold that position for a few days.
Root beer in your car.
And he went swimming, and a shark tore his heel off. So they sent him home. No, my father's one of the few people in the world that have ever been attacked by a shark twice. He got his arm bitten, and when he was diving in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, he had scars.
Was it one of those bull sharks? Because they're the most aggressive shark.
It was a tiger. He don't know what hit him in Korea, but it was a tiger shark that got him in Australia. And he had a bang stick, and he went to use it, and he ended up fucking hitting the shark and his own arm. Damn near blew his own arm off. There was a big scar from the shark bite that went around his forearm like this. But then there was also a big dark mark that was sunken in where he blasted himself. Man,
oh man.
Oh yeah. But
yeah,
my
grandfather got he was young in the Korean War though, you know, because he lied about his age. He even said it when he went in the Navy. He lied about his age, you know, because he was 16, I believe it was. He got into the Navy and lied about his age and got in because he wanted out. He wanted to get in the military, and later on, even after his military and everything, he became a police officer. He was a security guard, and he became a security guard supervisor. He ran a $1 million company, and my dad worked under him, and he trained my dad how to shoot guns and everything. He actually treated my dad better than his own son, which was my dad's best friend, my Uncle Greg, and everything. But, you know, because my dad, you know, he had like more than one dad to him. You know, he considered his father-in-law his dad. I mean, he was his boss and everything. Then my grandpa made him a supervisor, and my dad fired people that were being idiots. They thought that because my grandpa was a nice guy but he said, hey, you didn't do the job right. And if he said that you're fired, you're fired, you know. You know, they didn't like it. A young Mexican guy was telling these old white farts that, oh, yeah, this little Mexican punk's telling us what to do and everything. They weren't doing their job right, and he fired these assholes because they were lazy and they thought they were self-entitled and everything. Basically, they were Karens, you know. Well, but they thought, you know. But my dad, he learned a lot from my grandpa. And the only reason why we didn't stay in Alaska was because I was sick. I had seizure problems. And at the time in Alaska, they had terrible medical at the time. Mm-hmm. So my dad did something he didn't want to do, but he had to. Went back to California, and I had to see better doctors, you know, to deal with my seizure problems. So I was getting worse and worse, and I was getting better later on. But I had non-epileptic grand mal seizures. I had petit mal seizures. I stopped having them until I was like about 8 or 9 years old. They tested me at 10. Didn't have seizures, or else I wouldn't have been able to get my driver's license, you know. And that was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
So, what do you think we got to do next week? What do we got to do to improve? Like, what do we got to? What are our next steps?
Fix that defense. Perriman needs to be back, OG.
No shit.
Hopefully he'll be back.
Not him.
Trevon Merrick should be back too.
If not him, it has to be Blake Martinez, bro. The fuck? We
I've
never
been hearing that too. Everything about Blake Martinez.
Heard all the rumors, but did we sign him?
Yeah.
We don't know. They keep shit behind closed doors, OG.
Well, yeah.
Well, no. I mean, normally they'd say, "Oh, we worked out a deal with someone." If they didn't work out a deal, he left the building without a deal. I don't know. You know, that new right tackle from New England. Will he be ready to go next week? Because then we could shift Illuminor's ass right out of that fucking line.
Illuminor wasn't playing. My boy Theo Munford was playing right tackle.
Yeah, they moved Illuminor to right tackle.
Right, to guard.
Right guard, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and he got that fucking holding penalty. They called back that a huge play where Darren Waller went out at the 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking Illuminor.
I think that was the one that was like bullshit. The other ones weren't, but that.
Oh no, he grabbed the guy under his arms and pulled. You can see it.
You can't. Yeah.
And what are they gonna? Is James gonna be a backup now?
Andre James, probably. He should be healthy already, you know.
I don't know.
But when you
one more question till we got answers, huh?
Yeah. Let me look at the players and everything. I'm looking at the roster.
And they're done with Simpson, or what is going on there?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I mean, then they put Barr in, and you know, it's like they were just shuffling offensive guards. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, Hunter Renfro's injured, TJ Turner's injured, and you know, and we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. My mom just messaged me on Messenger.
Now, did Andre James play or no?
No.
No, he didn't play at all.
Well, then he'll probably be back next week because he was redshirt this week. So he'll be back next week.
And Brenton Brown, did you see that in practice, OG? Brenton Brown was the one that was wearing that red number 22 jersey. He was acting like Derrick Henry in practice. Because they can't give him 22 because that's Abdullah. Yeah. Where was Abdullah today?
He played a little bit, but didn't do too much. But I would have been using him on screen plays. He would be a better screen player because he's smaller and he's more shiftier than Josh Jacob. But Josh Jacob can throw screens. But if you show that you're throwing the screen plays, they're going to stop it, you know. And we did that where we were just showing it off. We got to mix our plays. I know. But the O-line, though, I think the O-line, it's starting to get a little better. But, you know, but we're doing it late, though. We're making adjustments really late. And it's like, you know, you do it late and then shit happens. We lose. I mean, we should have.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we don't improve to get to where we should be, because I'm sorry, you got elite players on this team.
Yeah.
And if you can't win games, your coaching shit needs a reevaluation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't gut the team. You didn't gut the team like Gruden. He kept our core players. He got some more guys in. Okay, you're holding a freaking royal flush in your hand and can't win. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree with that. Man, I'm trying to look for.
You get the best wide receiver, one of the top 3 tight ends, one of the top 2 slot receivers.
Yeah,
who's out this week, and who's stepping the fuck up? Mac Hollins
is our number 2. Technically, he's our number 2 receiver. OG.
Technically, he's actually our number 4. But you know what? If you're going to be double covering somebody, throw the fucking ball to Mac Hollins. He's been clutch.
Yeah, he is.
And like, to be honest, moving forward, that's going to be Carr's secret person right there because he has a lot of confidence and they
Yeah.
all hang out with each other. OG.
Yeah.
And
they
where the
bonded
fuck is
together.
Tyron Johnson?
That's what I was saying too. He will cause separation where they will take the double
Top
team
from-
away from Devontae Adams.
Right, you're gonna have
They
a
need to
fucking
use
guy
him.
who can burst out to the end out there and take the lid off it. Now you
That's
got to
where
double
Gruden's
team a
at.
guy. You got to cover him 1-on-1. You got to cover everybody else 1-on-1. And good
Yeah,
luck.
Gruden will go deep. He loves to go deep. You get a guy like a Tyron Johnson or a Nelson Aguilar. He gets those guys playing deep.
Yeah, but he had an
routes.
offensive line who could do that to
Well,
support
yeah.
that.
Yeah, when you get rid of guys, I know people didn't like Brandon Parker, but Brandon Parker was a better blocker than Illuminati. Let's be honest. I know he looked like shit in the preseason, but he had a workout injury that he didn't know he had. He had a torn bicep, and it got worse when he was blocking. And then they found out, yeah, you got a torn bicep injury. That's why his blocking was shit. I've seen him block pretty fucking good. When Colton Miller was out in one game, he was fucking blocking Joey Bosa like it was fucking nothing.
That's
Colton
another
Miller was
thing.
only out.
Colton Miller.
Is nowhere to be seen. What?
No.
No,
He's
he's
being
busy.
seen, and not in a good light. Penalty today.
Well, yeah, it falls
And
on
last
the
week he got outright beat on a play, which turned into a sack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was against.
And the week
Khalil.
before that, OG, we got to go back the week before that too. He got beat.
But you know what though? It's adjustments with the offensive line. You can't just go one player. You gotta get the offensive line coach. You gotta go with the head coach. You gotta get that adjusted. Colton Miller, does he make mistakes? Yes. Is he our best offensive line player on the team? Yes, he is. He is.
Yeah,
But
well, we need to get our pick our fucking guys for the offensive line because this is bullshit. Rotating all these guys, it's
Yeah,
not.
it
How the
doesn't
hell
work
do they
well.
gel? How are they supposed to gel?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a joke.
The inactives, like I said earlier, this was Hunter Renfro, Denzel Perryman, Trevon Merrick, Andre James. Britton Brown actually played though a little bit.
No, he was inactive.
Yeah, I thought I saw him play or no. And then defensive tackle Neil Farrell Jr. was inactive. Offensive tackle Jackson Barton was inactive. But the only guys that were starting to get sick, like they said, Josh Jacobs, illness, traveling to Tennessee, but then questionable against Titans, and he did play. And Alex Bars and safety Matthias Farley from practice squad, I guess they're activated. But yeah.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs, they didn't want him to travel with the team because of his illness. They put him on a private jet and sent him out there yesterday. So he worked out yesterday, and they said he was good to go.
Yeah, he played great. He
said I still feel before the game he got interviewed and he said, "Well, I'm not 100%. I still feel kind of sick, but I'm gonna give it all I got."
That motherfucker played pretty fucking good though.
Yeah, he did.
I like Josh Jacobs. I would say it'd be a fucking mistake.
What are they do?
I would say it's a fucking mistake they don't re-sign him. They better. He wants to be a Raider. He doesn't want to leave.
You could get another back. They're easy to come by. You don't have to.
Let me ask you a question.
System.
Okay, backs are easy to come by. You said right. Which back has played better than Josh Jacobs on our fucking team?
But I'm not willing to give him 10 mil. No way.
Which back has played as well as Josh Jacobs on
he
our
wants to be on the team, so he'll take money that's fair. That's what he'll do.
He came
3,000 fucking yards, dude. How many running backs have we had that had 3,000 yards in their
the thing that I'm saying, he's gonna want money. He's gonna want the money.
Really?
Does he deserve it? Hell yes, he does it.
But we're not
asking for top 5 running back money. He's not asking for that.
I'm not willing to give him 10 mil. No way.
No, but what if he gave But he'd probably play for 5.
I don't think he would play for 5 because of his
5 a year, 3 years. I bet he'd do it.
You know what I say? Give him incentives. Give him a guaranteed 5, and if he gets 1,000 yards, you give him a fucking big ass bonus.
No,
That-
what the fuck a bit? No, you don't give
He
him
gets
no
a
big
fucking 1,000 yards,
bonus.
and that
Hell no.
motherfucker will be playing fucking
You
hard.
give him 5 and give him another 5 if he runs 1,000 yards. That's earned.
That's fucking right. That's
But
fucking
in
fair.
Josh's system, I don't think he'll get it. I don't
well,
think
Josh
he'll get
Daniels better
1,000.
fucking.
Well, Josh McDaniel's system so far is ass.
Hey,
But the
hey,
thing
OG,
is, though-
did you know that or Mark Davis talked to him right after the game?
Who?
Oh yeah,
Josh McDaniels.
of
Hmm.
course.
Yeah, he went, you know what? I like championship teams. What the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah. But you gotta, like I said, if you get rid of Josh, if you just let Josh Jacobs go, he's gonna get there. There's teams that in our division that would pick him up. The Chiefs would like to fucking pick him up. The Chargers would. Broncos probably won't unless they get rid of Gordon. If they get rid of Gordon, they'll take Josh.
Yeah, well,
They don't need Josh.
Josh Jacobs is better than all those motherfuckers. I'll give a
Edward
fucking shit what
Hilaire.
people
Have
think.
you seen Edward Hilaire this year?
yeah,
He's a
he
little
ain't.
midget, man.
He's
He's a
ass.
fucking
He
shit.
ain't
What's
Josh.
the Chiefs have? Have they ever had
He
1,000
does,
yards
Jacobs.
rushing? He's never had. He's not a 1,000-yard receiver, running back. He's a good running back, but he's not 1,000 yards.
But
like,
they don't need 1,000-yard back. Their offense is totally different.
Yeah, but what were the Chiefs in their running game? They were shit in the running game.
Because they throw a lot.
Yeah, but if they had a balance,
If he had a running back threat,
if you had a
Lord.
Josh Jacob on with Patrick Mahomes will fucking be winning games. He would have no pressure on him
If
at
you
all.
put
Zeus.
Josh Jacobs on
I'm
the
a big-
Chiefs, if
My
you put
brother
Josh
would get a
Jacobs on
fucking hard
the
on like
Chiefs,
crazy. He's a fucking
Hilaire would be fucking a bouncer at a strip bar the next week.
Yeah.
I'm a big Zeus fan, so I'd rather take.
Zamir Zeus
Young.
is just developmental, though. He hasn't done anything. Josh Jacobs is a better running back than everybody.
Right now,
We don't
Josh
have
Jacobs
to-
is the best running back on our team.
He is.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
we don't
doubt.
use them.
We're using that's because of Josh McDaniels being a dick and he's not doing it right. We could have
Right.
won the fucking game because of with Josh Jacobs. Didn't do that. Josh McDaniels is going to have to make some decisions. Like, you know what? You might have to play a different tempo than what you used to play when you were just a coordinator. You're going to have to do run team. You think Gruden? He was
He
a
needs to
pass
give
happy
that
coach,
playbook to
but look at
Nick
Gruden was a
Lombardi
pass happy
already.
player, team, coach. In his first year with the Raiders, what did the Raiders do the best in when Gruden was the head coach with us originally? Ran the fucking ball. That's not what Gruden originally was about. He was about throwing the fucking football, but they ran the fucking football and they did the dual back situations. And then when Gruden came back, what did he do? Fucking run the ball. He said, I'm getting Josh Jacobs, because this beast mode guy, he can't play every downs. He's old and busted up, and that was the fault of Reggie McKenzie and I hate to say it, Jack Del Rio. Why the fuck would we get beast mode when we had Latavius Murray, who we got as a steal? He was like a 5th or 8th round pick or somewhere around there, 5th round I think. But he was good for us. Then he didn't ask for big money. Beast mode was more expensive per year than Kyle with Latavius Murray.
Yeah, Latavius Murray did well after he left.
He could have stayed great with us. I mean,
Right.
good old line.
Don't get me wrong. When we got rid of Latavius Murray, I was pissed. And let me tell you why. My brother was a coach. He coached a kid named Michael Hart, got him to go to Michigan, and then he ended up taking handoffs from in Indianapolis from Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Okay. He went back after he retired from football because he was a good running back. He retired from football, went back to Syracuse, New York, told my brother, hey, I got this kid and I'm going to be coaching him. I want you to tell me what you think. It was Latavius Murray.
Yeah.
My brother was like, that kid's got potential. Teach him to run lower. But he never learned to run lower. But
he's a big tall guy.
Right. But see, Marcus Allen didn't run low. He ran upright. And everybody bitched. But it's like, he's winning.
Yeah.
But Latavius Murray, my brother was involved with his career.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off when we got rid of him.
Oh yeah, me too. I know I was just super pissed when Khalil Mack was gone. I was pissed the fuck. I was fucking cussing my ass off louder than I normally would because that was
And
dumb.
the only good thing that came out of that trade was Josh Jacobs.
That's about it. Mad Max, that was a steal. You got to give that to Mike Mayock right there.
Yeah,
Mad
but
Max
I mean,
Crosby.
yeah, but he wasn't part of that first round trade stuff. The picks
No,
they
he
got.
wasn't.
Khalil Mack.
He was a 4th round pick, and he was a steal. They looked
Right.
at
What
him
did we
as-
get? Cleveland Farrell and we got Josh Jacobs. Was that the same draft, right?
And Jonathan Abram too. The same.
Oh no, it was okay. It was Jonathan Abrams, right?
Yeah, we had 3 guys. Clint Farrell, Josh Jacob, and
Cleveland Farrell's
Abrams.
getting better.
He's getting better, but he wasn't worth the 4th pick. He could have been traded. Could have traded down and got him anyway. Got
Right.
extra picks. And
Right.
playing it too safe. That's the only thing I didn't like. Same thing like what we did. Like I said, Alex Leatherwood was the biggest bust we've ever had to me. But I don't think we should have just let him go though.
Well,
Because,
but
not like
Chicago took care of the 3/4 of that money for us, and now they put him on an IR because he didn't pan out.
There were offensive tackles that were better than him, though. They were much better. He wasn't a top 5 tackle. He was a guard mostly.
No, Leatherwood was a bust, but guess what? We've had worse busts.
Well,
Jamarcus Russell.
No one's going to ever outbeat Jamarcus Russell. But
Nobody but Ryan Leaf and Johnny Manziel will ever be worse.
No, fucking Leatherwood's fucking sorry piece of shit.
Yeah,
but
he's
he's
not
not as
really,
bad as Jamarcus Russell was.
But
I'll back up Jamarcus. I'll back up Jamarcus.
Alex Leatherwood's not, he has potential though. See, Jamarcus Russell, he's a fucking quitter and had a pussy.
This
That's
fucking
what was
schoolyard. Oh, there it goes. It's about to
What
piss
the fuck, bro? Now it's fucking.
and when he's eating motherfucker, Jamarcus Russell, he just goes blah 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 blah. Hey, watch the playbook. It's on his DVD or whatever. And what did he do? He didn't watch it, but the DVD was blanked. He said, "Did you watch the video?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He lied. He said, "Well, guess what? There was nothing on it."
Yeah, no. Jamarcus Russell was the biggest bust our team ever had.
He just had a great arm. He had
He's
a great
still
arm.
not the biggest bust in NFL history because you got Johnny Manziel and Ryan Leaf, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It is. You could put top 5 bust. That's where you would put them at, or top 3 or 4. We've had a bust that wasn't super bad. It was Robert Gallery. We could have gotten Larry Fitzgerald, the wide receiver.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We went with him, and he was a left tackle, but we switched him from left tackle to right tackle, and he had trouble blocking as a right tackle. And then we moved him to guard, and he played pretty good as a guard. They said,
do you know who John King?
Robert Gallery was? He had short arms for a tall guy, though.
Do you know who John Kingdon is?
John King? No.
He was a scout for the Raiders for 30 years. He was their lead scout at some point. He was Al Davis's. I interviewed him on one of my shows. Me and Captain Jack.
Oh yeah, I remember that show.
He told a story that the team wanted Brett Favre, and we could have picked high enough to get him.
Yeah.
And we chose Todd Marinovich instead.
Marijuana smoker.
Cocaine head, woke up in the fucking neighbor's yard naked, all kinds of shit. Now, wait a minute. Now he's an artist. He's just like, it's not his fault. His father, Marv Marinovich, who played for the Raiders, fucked that kid up big time.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was talking about all these players we wanted to get, and Al Davis overrode the scouting team and picked someone else. Guess who else we were going to get? Megatron.
Oh yeah, instead of Marcus Russell. I think Al Davis regretted it, and he wished he got Megatron because if he had a quarterback, he would have got Megatron.
scouting team wanted Megatron, and Al Davis wanted Jamarcus Russell.
Because he had a big arm and everything.
Yeah. He also had a big fucking everything else. He showed up at camp looking like Jabba the fucking Hutt.
They call him Jamarcio Russell or whatever.
Jamarcus the Hutt.
Yeah.
So this guy was telling stories about great players that the scouting team wanted, and Al Davis overrode them. When he was older, he didn't have all his marbles when he was older. He still believed that his way of doing things was the right way. The game passed him by. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lane Kiffin wanted him too. He was a head coach. Yeah, he was the head coach with Jamarcus Russell. He wanted Megatron too.
My
And
wife's
he wanted
not
to
a
run
big.
the ball more though. Lane Kiffin was more of a running type of guy. He was complete opposite to Al Davis. Al Davis was about throwing more.
Throw the bomb. That doesn't work anymore, Al.
It doesn't work. No, it doesn't.
My wife is not a football fan at all.
Yeah.
But she goes, okay, you had John Gruden, and she said, and he's a racist piece of shit. Then she said, you guys had to go with Rich Bisaccia, who was winning games. You switched out and went, oh, the mighty Patriots. How you doing so far? You should have kept Bisaccia. And it's like right now, starting to wonder if maybe she's right.
You know what I was thinking? If you're going to replace a head coach, I would get fucking Sean Payton out of retirement. Maybe you have to do a trade with the Saints. He can fix that team up a lot better. He's a winner. He knows how to build offenses and defenses. He's a well-known winner. I don't know why the Saints.
I didn't believe that Bisaccia was going to stay because of the fact he's a special teams coach. He doesn't have an offensive or defensive scheme. He let the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator run shit, which Gus Bradley kind of pissed me off. And I think Olsen was just a fucking like the royal family, nothing to do with the government, just fucking figurehead. You would have basically said, okay, we're going to let Gus Bradley run the defense and Derek Carr run the offense.
Yeah. Yeah, he did what Gruden ran the offense. He just showed the plays to Gruden, and that was it. And Gruden ran it.
Yeah, but when Gruden was gone, who ran that offense? Olsen?
It was Olsen.
No.
Or Derek
Carr. And we got better.
Who was removed from the stream?
It was you.
It was me. How did I get removed?
I accidentally. I'm on my phone. I accidentally.
Oh shit!
Hey man, don't worry about it. The first time I ever ran a live, I told myself out.
Can you watch this for me, OG? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
You know what I'm gonna.
YouTube? Oh my goodness! I'm scared. Just kidding.
Hey, do you remember who did that to you? I remember that night.
Did I kick myself out?
No, OG. Somebody told you, I'll be right back. Never came.
Fucking Stu. Yeah, that motherfucker left. I'm holding down the show for an hour, and somebody said, Stu's on such and such's channel right now. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He was on Doc's channel. I went over there and I jumped in. I was like, Docs, I'm going to tear apart one of your panelists. He's like, oh, shit, OG. All right. What do you got to say? Stu, you motherfucker. I went off. And then I was laughing because I was like, yeah, I got stewed. Stuart Schweiger. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been live on Doc's show. I've only been live with the Death Star and Aaron's show. That's about it. But I've made comments on Doc's because he's a Derek Carr hater. I said, and then no, it wasn't Doc's. That was wasted. But then Doc's said something on his post. And I said, well, because when we went to the playoffs, said, who took us to the fucking playoffs? It was Derek Carr because he was always, talking shit about Derek Carr. That says we could trade him for Jimmy Garoppolo and some defensive players and all this other bullshit, And then he just didn't say nothing. He deleted his post. It was
yeah. Here's the thing, man. Everybody goes after Carr because that's the easy target because he's a quarterback. Yeah. He put it on me, whatever. I don't even think he gives a fuck. And these people who have never played football in their fucking lives are the Kardashians. They trash Carr. They don't know shit about. Most of them are ignorant about football.
Oh yes, they are.
Okay, and so I don't pay them no mind. Don't care. Have your opinion, but you don't know. You've already shown me you don't know fuck about this game. So your opinion means nothing. And me, I played football. I've also interviewed on my show a lot of great Raiders, old Raiders from the days. And yes, I've got to interview some really great old Raiders players.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, no, it's amazingly fun and some of the best memories of my life. Okay.
I was just lucky to see Marcus Allen when I was like 10 years old in Hanford. Came to my little small town at the mall we used to have, the King's Mall. He was doing autographs for $10. This was like 89 or something, or 88.
Right.
And he was doing the autographs, and it was like hundreds and hundreds of Raider fans. It was like that mall cannot handle over 100 people. And my dad, I would normally want to get an autograph, but it was way too much, too much people. And $10 back then was like $20 now or more,
Right, because Raiders tickets were $34 a seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand because I used to when I joined the Navy, I had all these duty stations available to me because there was only 2 people. I was third in my class.
Yeah.
And 2 people ahead of me were strikers, meaning they had left their ships to go train and go back. So I got first choice. I had Gaeta, Italy. I had Hawaii. I had some really kick-ass duty stations. And I'm looking down the list of like Long Beach, California. How far is that from LA? And he said, it's part of LA. I was like, I'll go there. Mm-hmm. Guy said, you're passing up by Gaeta and Hawaii and you're going to Long Beach? Yep. I got there. Before I even checked on board my ship, I stopped at the Ticketmaster office and bought Raiders season tickets because I had never been to a professional football game in my life. Yeah. And I'd been a Raiders fan all my life. Yeah. And that's why I chose Long Beach as my duty station.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. At one point, I was going to the Navy Exchange, which is our mall or store, right? Yeah. Going there, on the way there, I see this guy coming out the door, and I have to salute him. He's an officer. I'm like, and I saluted him. He saluted me back. I was like, great game yesterday, sir. It was Napoleon McCallum. Ensign McCallum. He was still in the Navy while he was playing for the Raiders.
That was awesome.
So I saw him. I was like, great game yesterday, sir. He goes, oh, you saw that? I was like, yeah, I was at the Coliseum. He's like, oh, all right, yeah. He goes, I said, how's it like having that kind of a side job? And he starts laughing. He goes, I don't know, man. Hopefully that'll be the job someday. I was like, all right. He goes, oh, we had it. I said, I go to the exchange, got to do some shopping, but I also want to get them a quarter pound chili cheese dogs. He goes, oh, yeah, those are good. I can't have them during season. I'm in training. I can't have those, but man, they are good.
How did he go through practice and stuff if he was still with you guys? Was it hard for him?
The Navy allowed him to do it. The Navy gave him permissions to leave because they had him on shore duty there.
Yeah.
Shore duty, you're not doing shit but shuffling papers. So they allowed him to do practice and all that shit.
They've done that for some. They've done that. He's not the first football player to done that. They did that with a running back for the Steelers. I forgot what his name was.
Navy's easy, man. Now Roger Staubach.
Yeah.
He had to serve his time in the Navy, and then they allowed him to go to the Cowboys. After 4 years, he could resign his commission and go.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a more seasoned up quarterback.
Yeah.
And
not a great speaker though. I met him.
Yeah.
I got to interview some great Raiders. Phil
Oh,
Villapiano is the best. Phil Villapiano's the best storyteller the Raiders have.
we
You know who that
have-
is, right?
Hey, we have somebody in our Discord that's related to him.
That's
Young
awesome.
kids.
To who?
Filippiano.
Nice. No, you know who Phil Villapiano is?
Yeah, OG, the linebacker.
No, I'm talking to
Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, I've heard of him. I've seen him.
Okay. NFL Films does a show on the Raiders. They interview him because he was the best storyteller of the Raiders.
Tell
Of the
Rudy
NFL.
about that special story though. Tell him
Well,
that.
he gave us an exclusive story, and it's the second best story I got given. He was talking about John Matuzak had a pot dealer named Purple Man who was taller than John Matuzak. And Purple Man had the smoothest weed, he said, because he soaked it in wine. So the weed was purple. And that's what he's talking about. Now, this is a guy from the 70s. Okay. Our first Super Bowl win, Phil Villapiano was on that team. The best story I got was from Jerry Robinson,
Oh,
who played
yeah,
for our
we
team.
have this one too, OG.
Told the story of Willie Brown and Bob Boomer Brown were roommates. They had adjacent hotel rooms with a door between their rooms. And Bob Boomer Brown was a big, bad motherfucker. He walked into the first Raiders practice, walked up to the goalpost, slammed his forearm into it, cracked it, and broke it. That's how badass he was.
Yeah.
Willie Brown is in his room, and Bob Boomer Brown knocks on the door and says, "Turn that goddamn TV down, motherfucker. I'm trying to sleep." And Willie Brown forgot to lock the door and said, fuck you, turn it down yourself if you think it. Bob Brown came into that room, pulled a gun, shot the pillow next to Willie's head.
Oh shit.
Willie jumped up and turned that TV off.
Man,
That's
Willie's
the
my-
best story I've ever heard.
Oh man.
Exclusive story from an old Raider.
Hey, you and Captain should get George. What's his name? Fuck, not George Atkinson. Fuck, what's his name? Rick Jennings. Look up Rick Jennings.
I know who Rick Jennings is.
You
I don't
know
have to
who-
look up Dude, I don't have to look up Rick Jennings. I know who Rick Jennings
OG,
is.
I got to meet him in person. I think I have a picture with him. Let me look it up on my phone. Show you real quick.
Me and Captain Jack got to interview a lot of old Raiders. Some of them are almost impossible to interview because they cost a lot of money to interview. Okay, especially the Hall of Famers. I would love to interview Bob Brown. He was my favorite offensive lineman of all time.
Yeah.
He taught Gene Upshaw how to play dirty. And seriously, if you ever get a chance, dude, go Google Bob Boomer Brown highlights.
Yeah.
If you see this and watch this thing, you're gonna be like, that guy's a fucking horror show.
Yeah.
He was an offensive lineman
There you are.
who attacked defensive ends. He was a tackle that would hurt defensive ends on purpose.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh. Best offensive lineman we ever had.
Yeah.
But see, I've been watching the Raiders since 1974, bro.
Oh wait. Oh, he's on his phone. I think Dustin's paused. Okay. There I see it. Oh, whoops.
You had him on there for a second.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You
Yeah.
see? See him, OG?
Yeah, I see it. It's Rick
Yeah.
Jennings.
And there's his son. His son lives in Reedley. And Rick
Oh.
Jennings is in Sacramento. He works with Congress.
Yeah. Yeah. Dustin's having a hard time trying to get in.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It might be because of his signal, his phone signal. See, I don't use the phone signal. I'm using straight up internet. It's just my laptop right here.
Same
Okay.
here.
Oh, gee, you know who my favorite player is, don't you?
Who?
Mr. Willie Brown. Have mad respect for Willie. You know
Willie?
why? You know the other reason I like him. Think about it.
I love Willie Brown, and I think the guy who took his number next should be doing the Mother's Day introduction into the drafts.
Charles Woodson.
Charles should.
Yeah.
Charles Woodson, he does like the mother thing too, because his mom, he said it. His mom,
He did it
so
one
if it wasn't
year.
for her, he wouldn't have done anywhere. And plus, his coach, it was in Michigan, and he says, "Thank you, Mrs. Woodson, for Charles Woodson's mom for straightening him up." And Charles Woodson had this cheesy smile, like, "Oh, you got me, coach. You got me, coach." Look, because Charles Woodson, he was a natural attitude problem, but that's who he was. He never changed. He was always that kind of guy. But
he should be doing the induction.
Yeah,
he should be doing the Hall of Fame announcement and doing the Mother's Day message, because Alec Ingold isn't here anymore.
Yeah,
but,
Alex Ingold was.
But it should be number 24.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's the real reason too, OG, that I love Willie. Because you know how close I was to my mom, and my mom's not here. Like, it means it still gets me, OG, every day.
Yeah.
I know. The pain.
My mom is in Alaska.
My mother calls me every Sunday. I call her if she don't call me.
Yeah.
And we're not close. I'm not gonna lie. We're not close.
Yeah.
Okay. But after my grandmother passed, I don't have a whole lot of other people, in my family. Yeah. I got a couple cousins, one brother, my mother. That's pretty much all I talk to.
Yeah.
When I got to plan a trip. I was going to go to a football game this year, but now I got this stuff came up.
Yeah. Being
Being old and through genetics and smoking, I have to have all my top teeth taken out. And I got to get dentures. Okay.
Yeah, my dad had his teeth taken, like I think it was in his, I think it might have been in his 50s or 40s, late 40s. But
right.
He was taking harsh medicine at the time, OxyContin and all that.
Yeah, mine is between genetics and smoking. Okay.
Oh, gee, I want to show you.
My mom lost her teeth when she was in her late 20s, all her teeth,
Look, OG, my mom rocking this was my shirt I created. And look at her rocking it.
Oh.
It's Raider Nation Nightmare. Like, my mom rocked my stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. But I got to go get this process done, and I've got to come up with the money to do it. So it's going to take me a few months. And then I'm going to go get this done, but I'm not going to be able to go to any football games. But next year, fucking football game, I'm going to Texas because I have a cousin there.
Yeah.
Are we playing Dallas?
No, I have a cousin who's been Ink Masters has been begging him for 5 years to come on their show, to be on their show. His tattoos are that good. He's been featured in a lot of magazines and shit. I'm going to have him go put a shield there, the Raider shield right there.
Yeah.
I may get the shield somewhere, maybe on my neck, going upwards. I don't know yet.
I'm going to put it on my forearm.
Yeah, because my whole left forearm is going to be dedicated to my mom. So, I got this tattoo, OG, my last name.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to put Raiders on this, but my mom passed, so I'm going to just do my whole left arm for her.
Well, I've been hesitant to get tattoos on my forearm because they say it makes you unemployable. Well, I'm self-employed. You know what that means? You know what it means when you're self-employed?
You're your own
my boss is an asshole. So, no. Yeah. I only answer to God and the IRS.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
I was shocked KC lost still to this day. And I'm shocked that Miami beat the Buffalo Bills, but
I'm not.
Are you gonna do a show this coming week with Captain Jack?
I don't know. I'll call him tomorrow and find out. I mean,
Oh my god.
here's the thing. When we do interviews, that's great in the off season. In the on season, I want to talk about the season.
Yeah.
You know, he may say, "Well, we've got an interview," or he'll say, "Let's talk about what's coming up." So I got to call him tomorrow. Hopefully, it's just let's save the interviews for the off season when there's nothing to talk about, and we're bringing in all these kick-ass guests.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I like to do it. Last year, after the season was over, we interviewed Phil Villapiano. It was a great show. He was telling stories and acting like himself, which one of the coolest guys in the world.
Yeah.
And then we did interviews in the off season when there was nothing to talk about because, okay, let's share the history with the young guys. That's why I started my channel, to share history with the young guys. Because if you're a Raider, in the words of Willie Brown, you need to know our history.
So you remember I was talking about Felipe or OG was talking about it?
Well, what?
Felipe on
Who?
Rudy, Jeff, you know Jeff from DSR? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I know.
I asked Jeff one day on live, and he said, yeah, that they're related to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, didn't Al Davis get rid of him, OG?
Oh, yeah, he told that story too.
He was drinking, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's drinking. Okay, him and a bunch of the Raiders were together, hanging out, doing a barbecue. And Al Davis announced the Raiders were moving to L.A. These reporters all showed up to the barbecue.
Yeah.
We're asking the guy, trying to interview the guys, like, hey, you're moving to L.A., blah, blah, blah. What do you think? And Villapiano said, well, I had a few too many drinks. I was like, fuck that. The Oakland Raiders fans don't deserve that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not fucking going. Right? He was drunk. And 2 years later, Al Davis calls him. And they're getting ready to move to L.A., and Al Davis called Phil Villapiano and said, hey, I got a question. What do you think about this wide receiver from Buffalo? He goes, is he good? And Phil Villapiano covered him in the Pro Bowl. So, oh, yeah, he's good, Al. Do you think he could be a Raider? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, he could be a Raider. But you're going to have to trade for him, man. That's a really good player. He goes, good, okay. Well, who the hell are you going to trade? He goes, you.
Oh, shit.
And he traded Phil Villapiano to the Buffalo Bills.
Weren't they at the golf tournament or something, OG?
No, they were at a barbecue at one of the players' houses, and Phil Villapiano was drunk and shot off his mouth, and 2 years later, Al sent him back into Buffalo for that shit.
Man.
Dude, if you want, if you go to my channel, February of 2022, this past year, go back and watch the Phil Villapiano interview with me and Captain Jack. It's funnier than fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trading you. He traded him for a wide receiver from Buffalo.
Yeah.
He said, you're not going to L.A.? You're not going to L.A.
Yeah.
OG, you don't play fantasy football?
No, I never played that. I heard about it when Mike Rome,
Yeah.
when I lived in L.A., Mike Rome would talk about it. He called them fantasy geeks. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And fantasy football, you're picking players from other teams? Get the fuck out of here. And I never played it.
Yeah. I understand that part. But like my late Uncle Jumple did that stuff. He did fantasy football. He was a Washington Redskin before they were Commandos or whatever, you know.
Yeah, condoms, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can call them that and everything, you know. But you know, but you know, him and his friends, they'd play and they would have the trophy. They would like have a trophy. It was between them. It would go to one house, then the other house, and you know, whoever won it. But me, I'm just barely getting into it because I'm like a noob to it. I'm like, man.
I can't pick up on players from other teams or.
I don't like to do it either, too. But I'm just tried it out. But you know, just try it out to see.
Dustin.
All right, Dustin.
Oh man, it took a minute just to get over here.
Yeah. Hey,
dude, I backed out because my Discord. I was still in my Discord. That's why I couldn't hear myself. And then I tried to rejoin, and it just it was just kept on not letting me back in the stream.
Yeah. So OG told us that story about what's his name? Or just related to them, Dustin. John what's it? Filippiano?
Oh yeah, you're talking about
Bill Filippiano.
Bill. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know. I heard OG say it in the first live he came in with them in Death Star.
Yep.
Yeah, man, no, that was the funnest damn thing in my life, dude. But he tells a great story, but he was the second best story we've gotten on the channel.
Did you hear the one about Willie Brown? Dustin, did you hear that one?
No.
Tell him, re-say it one more time, OG. Tell him this.
Okay, so we had Robinson on our live, and he was telling a story about Bob Brown and Willie Brown were sharing a hotel, but they were in separate rooms, but with a door between them, adjacent rooms. And Willie Brown had the TV cranked up, and Bob Boomer Brown had enough of his shit, knocked on the door and said, "Turn the goddamn TV down. I'm trying to sleep." And Willie Brown said, "Motherfucker, turn it down for me." Well, he fucked up. He didn't lock the door. Bob Brown opened that door and shot the pillow next to Willie Brown's head.
Damn.
And Willie Brown jumped up and turned that damn TV off.
Damn.
Yeah.
He wasn't messing.
No, if you look up Bob Boomer Brown highlights, you're going to see some scary, scary shit out of a man who was a scary ass fucking man.
he
and Willie Brown was afraid of him. Huh?
Yeah.
He broke the goalpost, didn't he?
Yeah, first day of practice, he walks into the practice, goes over to the goalpost, throws his forearm into it, and you hear this crack, and the goalpost toppled over. And the team asked John Madden, "Who's that?" He said, "You probably want to call him Mister."
That's funny shit. Right?
So give us your perspective of this game, Dustin.
Yeah.
What I think? I mean, shit, I was just into it with a bunch of car-hating bastards just a second ago. Yeah. So, hey, I mean, in my opinion, like I say, the defense needs to show up for the whole game, not just first or second half. I mean, Chandler needs to show up because the guy ain't showed up yet.
Can we put him on a milk carton yet, or can we put him on this yet?
If I'm sitting here
saying about we got to put Chandler on a milk carton.
Yeah.
Yeah, fat. Because Chandler ain't doing it. So put Malcolm Kuntz in there and let him go, man. Like, I want to see Malcolm Kuntz. I said it the whole time. I wouldn't even win after Chandler if it was up to me. For the offense, if I'm going to say, like, you know, people keep talking shit on Carr hardcore. Like, that's all they want to do. They just want to hate. I played football my whole life. I went to USC for 2 years. I played for them. I was a halfback. I mean, I've been through it. I've been through it all. To sit here and just blame Carr and say that Carr, I've never been on a football team where players miss balls and offensive linemen hold people, and Carr gets the blame of every single damn thing. If he throws it out, people are like, well, Holland showed up. Well, Holland didn't show up until Carr dropped those dimes right in his damn basket, dude. Like, you can't sit and say one guy shows up but the other guy doesn't. His stats, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick because Waller was scared to grab that ball across the middle. I said, dump it off to Foster. Foster would have sealed that deal right there, man. Like,
Carr fucked up twice with game management for them fucking delayed game penalties. Darren Waller dropped the fucking two
Yeah,
touchdowns.
but I would still say go check the clock. I would say go check the clock. There's no way that clock ran down that fast. He literally got the play off, went back to the line, and they were already calling the play.
Passes. Cole dropped a fucking touchdown pass, and Waller dropped 2 touchdown passes. Fuck, you ain't blaming Derek Carr for this game.
That's what I'm saying. Cole dropped it dead ass in the end zone, right in his chest, dropped it straight out. Waller dropped it in an open ass pass. All he would have to do is put both hands up. He tried one-handing that catch. I mean, there's a lot of places. Illuminor takes off 2 big plays that would have been on the 3-yard line for Waller's good catch that he did catch. Like, that's the thing is like people want to sit here and keep blaming Carr. Carr's doing his job, man. I'm willing to bet anything I own. Josh McDaniels did not allow Derek to audible in the first 2 games. Look at it here in the 3rd game. Carr sees it. He audibles out, first down, 15 yards. Carr sees the field. Carr knows what he's evaluating. But you got to remember, this is Josh's system, the way Josh wants it ran. Carr may not have those deals until right now. Just like he said in that presser, me and Mark had a long talk behind closed doors because he's probably like, listen, bro, you need to trust Derek Carr on this shit a lot more. Like, when Carr gets the mobility in the deal, I watched Carr break open 3 big plays, dude, for deep downfield, and the guy dropped the ball. Carr scrambled outside the pocket, got to the out, fucking rockets it down right in dude's hand, drops the ball. Like, they got to take responsibility on the receiving core too. People say that Waller is a top tight end, top 3 tight end, if not the best. I've heard this from 100 people. I've said this. Waller is not top 3 tight end in the NFL. I've said he's a great catcher, a great catching tight end. He gets out there, but he don't win contested catches. This showed up last year when Gruden was 86th out, and he had to go and play number 1 wide receiver. He was not winning contested catches, dude. He gets doubled on. He don't win those contested catches this year. And he was losing it at the end of last year. And I said numerous times, I would let Waller go into this season and play and offered the contract because we already have him locked for 2 years. If he don't want to play, he don't want to play. Tough shit. But you go give him. And then this is the next thing. They knew he wasn't. They gave him $13 million. The over there, or however you say that dude's name in Cleveland, got paid $15 million. He's not even better than Waller, but he got paid better than him. So I'm just saying, if we're gonna sit here and talk about players, why isn't Devontae winning his routes, dude? He's supposed to be 2-3 man coverage. He ain't been in 2 games. 2 games. They cannot say those dudes are locking him up, dude. Like, they cannot say that.
No, he's not.
So I'm just saying, like, Illuminor either needs to get the hell out of there, go get Darrell Williams, get somebody that can play the damn right guard, and go with Munford to the outside. I don't care how you want to do it, but we got to quit having guys in there. I mean, Cotton. I haven't seen Cotton get 2 penalties that were big in the whole time he's been playing, but you pull Cotton and put Illuminor, and he gets it twice in a row.
They put Munford finally as a right tackle, then they moved the Luminor to right guard.
Hey, Munford balled out, bro. I mean, I'll give Munford his, but people got to stop sitting here saying, oh, Carr. Keelan Cole needs to catch balls. Munford Adams needs to get open. Waller needs to quit dropping balls. Like, we need to say the real facts of why the team's fucking losing instead of people saying, like, oh, is he really the real deal? Motherfucker puts up the yards. He's putting up the same yards as anybody else in the NFL. His team's just winning. And I've said this, like, I did not agree with signing all the players because of the fact that you get all these players signed, and then the NFL or our team wants to say that, well, this guy's got to get catches. This guy got to get catches. This guy got to get catches. Listen, Justin Jefferson, dude, he's on the team with Thaleen and Cook and so other, and he gets the ball all the damn time. You got fucking Chase. He's on the team with multiple good players. He gets the ball all the time. Great receivers get fed the ball no matter who the fuck's on that team.
Yeah.
And for people to keep sitting here saying, like, we need to split. If Devontae's on fire, feed him the ball 15 times. I don't care. Till you stop him, don't get off of him. Why are you going to give up a dude that goes for 200 yards and then pull off him because you want to give a snap count to somebody else? Like, that's crazy in my mind, dude. Like, I said it in the Cardinals game. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep going. I don't care if it's 57-0. Don't pull the starters till 4 minutes in the last fourth quarter or 6 minutes in the last if we're up that big. But we come out, we lay up, dude, and they come back, dude. It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
Yeah.
So let's talk about defense. Okay, where the fuck is Chandler Jones? That motherfucker belongs on a goddamn milk carton.
Facts.
Second of all, let's talk about Divine Diablo. His trash ass will be sat the fuck down once we get fucking Perryman back.
But see, that's where I think we should have went and got Blake Martinez. I said this.
What I was saying, bro.
And I don't give a fuck if he hurt or not. Bring him in and let him play, man. Like, that's what I would do.
Let's give the blame where the blame goes. Let's put the blame where the blame goes. Josh McDaniels and Patrick Graham caught on too goddamn late. Josh McDaniels.
I agree.
Leaving their abandoning a run game. You motherfucker, that's what's getting you there to begin with.
Hell yeah.
And Graham, I can adjust on a play. Well, you can't adjust on a play or a series. You got to wait till the half to figure out how to fucking play the goddamn game.
Yeah.
See, in my opinion, if it was me, I would let Carr air raid. If it was me, I'd switch to air raid package, dude. Like, that's what I would do, because Derek Carr shows you with the receivers, he can air the ball out anywhere he wants, and he can get big yards. He can get massive chunks, dude. I mean, look at Holland. Nobody's seen Holland coming like that, dude. I mean, and he showed up in 2 games. Yeah, so if it was me,
Holland's falling out. But what the fuck is Josh McDaniels and Graham doing, man?
That's facts. I mean, hey, I even posted this in my Instagram and so on, and it was controversy, but I said I wanted Vic Fangio when we were looking at the defensive coordinator, because I just say his defenses are stout as shit when you're running a multi-D. I would have preferred him over frickin' Patrick Graham. A lot of people sit and say Graham comes from a Belichick deal, this, that, and the other. But the thing they're not doing is they're not going and looking at the statistics and stats of the defense of what he's coached. He's coached 32nd, 30th, 28, 26, 20. He's never had top-ranked defense no matter where the hell he's been. So, in my opinion, people are looking at the wrong stats, and they're just looking at where these guys come from. And a lot of it comes from the lack of people being knowledge on football, period. You know, like, they just hear a name, they hear where it comes from, and they just automatically assume that this is how it's going to go. I said with the Raiders, even with McDaniels, the whole overhaul, 85% of the roster, I said until week 5 or 6, I didn't see our team gelling anyways, because it doesn't matter if Carr played with Adams in college. That was 8 freaking years ago, 9 years ago. That's a long time between gapping of getting on the system or getting on. But there's something obviously not right with them.
They practiced together in the off season up until 3 years ago.
Yeah, but that, you know, I said this. Practice in a field ain't no different than Colin Kaepernick throwing the ball to that dude over there. There's no pressure. There's no game time speed. So when a guy wants to say that we practice in the off season, good. That's like throwing damn football to each other. When you want to sit and say like you're in full game mode, that's a whole different ball game.
You gotta feel that pressure in, you know.
Dude, I practiced in the off season with plenty of people and got on the field. It was never the fucking same. I didn't just have myself out here by the deal catching the fucking ball. I got 3 dudes on me cramming the hole now. There's a big difference between practicing in a park and playing in a game.
Yeah, Derek Carr, if he plays like at least gets a drive for a field goal or a touchdown, you want to take him out in the preseason. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's getting a feel of the game. But I
think Carr's back to where he should be. He's putting up the exact yards, everything.
Scrimmages really don't help that much.
What I think is Josh McDaniels should have went for the touchdown on the goal line, not fucking kick field goal. Pin him in the goddamn goal line and work your defense from there.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. That would have been better. I agree.
Dude, we stuffed them on the deal. We just gave up that outside play, like I said, was going to happen to the sideline. But for the most part, we stuffed them right there in that 5-yard until they just didn't cover outside zone.
Yeah, I know. We just, we scored a touchdown. We did great. Missed the 2-point conversion. We fucked up. Could have tied the game. And then we tried to onside kick it, failed it. I mean, it's like you got to look, score a touchdown. If you miss the field goal, or I mean, you go for 2. You score a touchdown sooner than we could kick a
Who
field
did
goal and
they
win the
try
game.
going for the 2-point? Who did he? Was it a pass or a run?
It was a pass. They weren't going to run it.
And it went through fucking Darren
It was-
Waller's fucking hands
Yeah. I would have thrown the
in
ball.
disaster.
Yeah, right
I
in the
would've-
back
if you're going to throw it to Darren Waller,
linebacker.
I would throw in the middle. Everybody expects the middle.
Dude, I would just run Jacobs down his ass out into the end zone and then fucking do out route like any other normal flat route to the outside, dude. Anybody else would do that.
Because it's hard for a DB to adjust to a big receiver. Because once he goes this way and then turns a little bit this way, throw that ball up in the air. And if the defender, does a pass interference call, then they get closer. Then they can probably just do a run play on a 2-point conversion because it's like right at the 1-yard line. But,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think there's a lot where Derek Carr has stepped his game back up to the exact player he's been in the past, putting up 300 yards, 2 touchdowns per game. That's what he's done his whole time with us. So I believe, in my personal opinion, if they would just go to the air raid Perkins, let Carr throw it out, run Josh in the second half, and kill the clock, dude. Like, that's what the Ravens, that's what good defensive teams do, is put up massive points, let the defense take over in the second half, and control the damn game by the run, by running the clock. This ain't Madden. We ain't trying to score for score. It's 21 points. Why the hell didn't they just start pounding the ball in that game and then in the game that way? They come out and throw, and done. We're out. Their ball. Like,
Madden game's a fantasy game, and I played it, on PC, not Xbox or PlayStation, and it's fantasy. I never punt the ball when I play Madden. Never, ever. I go for it all the time, even if it's 4th down. And what happens? I convert. It's like, what the hell are you doing that? Go for it on 4th down. I rarely win on 4th down when I play Madden, but that's just the video game. It's fantasy,
I think Josh just got to get more ballsy. I mean, for 2 games in a row, we were down on the end zone in the 5-yard line. 4th and 3, 4th and 2, he kicks a field goal. Like, I would rather go big, go home, and try to pound it in there and put a guy on the 1-yard line and force him 99 yards than kick a field goal and give it to him on the 25 and only make him go 75 yards. I would way rather
I concur with that 110%.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to me when you're cramming a dude on the end zone that you're going to give him 25 yards. Like, that don't make sense to me.
I agree with that 100%. We need to get more balls in.
That's exactly like what happened with the with the Broncos against the Seahawks when they should have went for it on 4th and 5. What they do? They kick a fucking 66-yard field goal, 65. I'm like, even if it was 60, I wouldn't fucking kick the field goal. They kicked it and fucking missed it. They paid this $200 million+ quarterback, and he's supposed to throw the fucking football on 4th and 5, and they didn't do that. I mean, that's just like the same scenario, bad decision making in my book,
Yeah, I just think there's a lot, in my opinion, I think there's a lot of stuff in here where people just look past and just want to point a finger to an individual person. I've never heard anybody go over there and tell Aaron Rodgers that if they lost the lead or lost the game, that it was all him. I've never heard him say, why ain't they talking shit on Burrows, dude? He's getting beat down by teams that shouldn't even beat him, dude. The Carr's losing to teams that are legitimate good teams. Like, that doesn't even make sense, dude. Like, look at Flacco over there, dude, fucking balling out too. Like, that's the thing is, and I know he got beat up on today, but my point is that there's guys out there that are playing good or not, and they still just look to Carr. Like, I don't know why people are on Carr's nuts so bad in the game over that type of stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, Dustin.
Yeah.
Too much, bro. I did too much today.
Yeah, I just feel like people got to put it where it belongs. The defense needs to show the whole game. So, and look, people can sit and say what they want about Diablo or all this, but let's be honest, man. The defense didn't let anybody score a point in the second half. So I'm not going to just put Pacific blame to one individual person. What I think needs to happen is they need to They need to get it together the whole game.
Well, that's with Patrick Graham, though. You could say DBs, you could say linebackers, you could say D-line, but at the end of the day, that's Patrick Graham's situation, right?
It's
there.
where he puts them. No different than the plays that Josh McDaniels calls. It's where they put them. You know, this is the thing I think's crazy. People are like, Matt Collins showed up, bro. He showed up. It was him. Motherfucker, if last time I checked it, was dropping a 40-yard bomb right in front of him for him to catch that ball to begin with. Like, I did not see any play besides one play where Matt Collins literally got through and went on his own. The plays I seen were Derek Carr dotting him and then him getting tackled where he caught the ball at.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate that people just sit here and think it's good for Hollins, but it ain't good for Carr, right? It's good for Holland, not for Carr. It's insane. It's mind-blowing.
4th and 15, and he caught that ball. That is fucking impressive.
And Carr got loose to get it down there. Carr got loose to get it down there, dude.
It was a connection. It's a connection between the quarterback and receiver, and both of these guys deserve credit.
Dude, and, Carr had to wiggle out of the pocket, get up, and bomb that ball down there and drop it right here in front of him like that. Bam, like this, straight up, bang. That's one of the hardest catches and one of the hardest throws to throw in the NFL, period.
Yeah, not very many quarterbacks can do that. Not very many.
Oh, hell no, not like that. And Carr did it like 2-3 times today on dots, dude.
I was like, God
My
damn.
bad, Dustin. I dipped for a while.
It's all good.
Fuck, bro. I drink too much, too, bro.
How many beers did you drink? Or
are
you drinking a Mountain Dew, dude? That ain't good with the beer.
I'll get the beer
I've
out
done
of
that
his
shit
system.
before. I've done shit like that. I used to drink. I one time got shit-faced, drank Corona, did some brandy, and I did Mountain Dew and all that, man. It was not a good mixture.
I'm just going to say, like, for Raider fans, dude, if you're true Raider fans, true people, you need to fucking talk facts, not some fucking mythical fucking deal. Like, it gets old when your fan base talks mythical shit. Like, you can't fix an organization if you have all the fans thinking that it's one fucking guy. That's mind-blowing to me. That's fucking mind-blowing to me. Why isn't Waller showing up, man? It ain't got shit to do with Carr. Has zero shit to do with Carr.
Yeah,
how come Keelan Cole dropping fucking wide open ass balls has shit to do with Carr? Why is Devontae Adams not winning routes? Has shit to do with Carr. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's not fucking blame a guy he put up the stats better than anybody in the league. Every week he's putting 250, 300, 2 touchdowns. That's what you're supposed to do in the NFL. There's
Hey, Dustin, let's talk. If James comes back, I would want Parham on that right side. Right guard next to
start.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Or put James there. Put James there. He's better than a
What I would think would happen. What I would think happen is James goes to left guard and Alex Barr goes to right guard.
Yeah.
Are they done with Simpson or what?
I mean, Simpson, we could go with. I think they were done with him.
Well,
he deleted his shit and everything. Like, I'm pretty sure he knew his time was coming pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like these guys were doing good, and then they started.
I mean, in my opinion, the way that this team played today, I would figure out a way to replace Illuminor, dude. He's been the problem at tackle and guard. And for whatever reason, because he's a Patriot, like, I know that's what the fucking deal is he played for the Patriots. He's been in our organization. He knows our system.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. He knows your system or not.
This guy's Leatherwood did.
He's fucking up on the right end, right tackle and right guard. I would have taken Leatherwood at that damn right fucking guard.
Yeah, he's a good guard. Leatherwood's
and right,
a good
any
guard.
day of the week, I would have taken Leatherwood at that right guard.
He's a run blocking guard. That's what he is. That's what Leatherwood is. He's a pure run blocker.
I told you guys about my boy, number 77. What did I say, Dustin?
Mumford was good. He's a boxer, man. He's like jab, 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 man.
Yeah, but that's why I say I can see Justin taking that right guard spot away from Illuminor.
Oh yeah, I forgot Simpson.
Justin Huron, I guarantee you, man, once he gets acclimated in the system, I can see him taking that spot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Guys,
Heron could play guard.
I think he would. I would have put him at the right tackle, but he can play right guard too, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah, because you saw Derek Carr, he was starting to move more on the right ever since Munford was blocking because he wasn't able to get out of the pocket.
Too, Carr's always scrambling because Illuminor is getting beat on that inside, dude, and it's forcing Carr to step up and move past them because he's getting beat to the outside every time.
But, but Derek Carr, when he runs, he's not going on the outside.
Miller,
he's going on the inside.
Dustin,
and he goes to the outside from the end.
Colton looked like he played good today.
Didn't he get a penalty?
I mean, it's unrealistic to think that any player in the NFL, no matter their name, ain't going to get a penalty. I mean, yeah, you got fucking 80 snaps a game or 60 snaps a game. I mean, and then you're doing that for 17 straight weeks. Like, somebody's going to fuck up no matter who they are.
Tennessee.
Hey,
on defense, they did a lot of pass interference.
But I don't know. Did he get a penalty today? I don't know if he did. He get one? Maybe in the beginning. Maybe in the beginning, I think.
So I'm gonna look at this film Wednesday, Dustin, before we do our show for pick'ems, and I'm gonna see what the fuck's going on, bro. I
can tell you right up front, Waller needs to fucking quit being such a pussy and catch the fucking ball. And then fucking Illuminor needs to quit giving up big ass plays because we had 20 plus yards down on the 3-yard line and he got that shit taken back.
Those passes.
Keelan Cole drops balls, dude. Like Keelan drops balls like Torrey drops nuts on his chin.
Squad, bro. He needs
you know
to
what he should do?
You
know what Keelan Cole should do is put his hands next to his nutsack and leave him there for a while. And then when he plays, catch the ball. They'll stick pretty.
Hey, facts. I mean, all I gotta say is like. The team, it's a team deal. It's a team problem. Yeah. I get dude over in my Discord. He's such a Carr hater. All he does is look at why Carr don't win, why Carr this, why Carr that. And even when I'd say like, bro, you're sitting there talking on that Carr throws and catches the ball. Like you talk like Carr has multi-personalities and he throws the ball to himself, but his name's Waller. Or he throws the ball to Keelan and his name's Cole. Like, that's not how shit works. That's delusional as shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you go put Carr stats up against anybody at quarterback in the NFL, stats, just QB stats, his stats match everybody's in the whole league, no matter what the fuck their name is. The only difference is you don't hear that in Tampa because, and I'm not saying Chris Godwin and them right now because they're not there, but the reason you're not hearing it is because they're catching the fucking ball. There's a difference. Our players are not catching the ball in critical areas. And I'm not going to take Waller's catch down the field away from him, but I will take the catch that was in the wide open field for a touchdown. I'll talk shit on that all day. He should have put 2 hands out. He should have jumped up and got the ball.
Yeah, that deep
you don't be 6'6" not to be able to grab that catch.
Yeah, when you're going like deep one hand, you gotta do 2, man.
Damn right. And Adams would have got that shit. Adams would have got that, no doubt, dude. No doubt.
How many touchdowns does Adam has now? 2?
Yeah, probably
maybe 2, maybe
3. I think he got 2 in the first game, or no, 1 in the first game, huh? He got 1 in the last game or 2.
He had 1 catch for a touchdown with Arizona.
Touchdowns.
That's what I know.
That's 3.
I
think 3.
What was I just gonna say? I was gonna say go look up.
But like I said, if you want these receivers to do better, it's the play calling. That's what needs improvement.
Yeah, go look up Carr stats real quick. I'm willing to bet 303, 2 touchdowns and an interception because Waller is a pussy. If I remember right, that's what his stats were. 303, 2 TDs, and an interception because Waller's pussy ass.
Yeah, that interception was his fault.
He geeked down because he was scared.
I'm not hating on Waller. I'm not going to hate on Waller. He made a dumb mistake. But he's got to own up to it. And I'm probably
damn right. Well, you got to own the pass on the outside, dude. He's got to own the catch in the middle of the field that he just dropped.
Because he's not a guy that
we'll trash Keelan Cole. You got to trash him too.
You know what? You got to take criticism and you got to take ownership for it. And if you don't, let's see. Well, let me look at Waller. I mean, wide receivers.
You okay, General?
We need Derek Carr.
He has 2 touchdowns.
Right now, let me go.
Yeah, he only has 2 touchdowns.
Adams got 2 touchdowns, one in the first game, one in the second.
Yeah, he did have one with Arizona. Yeah, with that little.
Did he get a touchdown today too? No, he didn't get one today.
No, he didn't.
Holland.
I think he.
Oh no! Da did get one today.
That's what I was thinking. He got one right off the get go of the game.
Yeah.
I know he only
In the
has 2
backfield. Yeah,
touchdowns,
he did. He got it in the backfield when he was double covered. My point exactly.
Watch, I'm gonna look
Oh,
him
yeah.
up right now, Dustin.
Yeah.
Just look up
he
Derek
must-
Carr's stats.
Yeah. I could look up Derek Carr's stats too.
Just put
Right
Derek
here,
Carr's
look.
stats.
Look, these are all quarterbacks right here. I'm gonna just do quarterback.
That's fine. Go to just
Yeah,
click
Derek-
on where it shows all of them, not just fucking the choice view.
Yeah, Derek Carr has like
No, I'm just gonna go right here.
547 yards.
He got
Nah.
more than 500 yards.
Oh, wait, he has.
Well,
He's got like
547.
he's got to be like 880 or 900.
And he has 4 touchdowns. Well, yeah, I think this is like, it's Yahoo Sports. Let me go to ESPN.
Carr should have 6 touchdowns right now.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, he
right
should,
here.
'cause
Here's
that's-
the complete lit.
Yeah, click and look at Carr.
You know what it was? It's because it was going by before the game started.
Derek Carr got to be top 10 right
here,
now.
Derek Carr. So
So
how many
it
yards?
did say 400.
Is that what does that say? 500 yards?
yeah, so
That's what I was saying,
I mean, you can't look at that one. You can't look at that. Back out and just put Derek Carr stats. All you got to put just Derek Carr stats. That one ain't been updated.
I'll go Google.
If it's showing 3,
Yeah,
there you go.
ESPN's not up to date.
Look at that. Look at that. 303, bro. 2 touchdowns. I guarantee you he's leading the damn
That
deal.
was-
I'm not
that's-
saying he's leading the NFL right now. I'm saying he's
That's
probably
over
leading in this week, top
850.
5, top 7 QBs.
Yeah, that's about over 850 passing yards.
Yeah, 850. I mean, what's wrong with Carr? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out is what the hell is
Nothing.
wrong with Carr?
It's utilization by the head coach. That's the problem. That's
It's
what
these
people don't
fucking
get.
fans, dude, that are cancer as
They don't
shit,
know
dude,
nothing.
clowning on their own quarterback that's doing pretty damn good.
You know what? And it's not always about. I know people say, you're a football player, but it's common sense mostly than anything else. They don't use common sense at all. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what's wrong. And these idiots, they talk out of their butthole, and it's like losing brain cells listening to these jackwagons.
Yeah, see, when I just look at the game in general, like in the first game, everybody talked that shit on Carr.
Yeah.
Times 3 picks and still was 5 points out from winning that game.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff I think's crazy. Then they want to blame
Yeah.
Carr for the Arizona game. Last time I checked, Carr had that team up 20-0 going into the halftime.
Yeah.
People want to say, "Oh, but the defense, they got gas because they were on the field the whole second half." Good. The offense was on the field the whole first half. So
Yeah,
what?
Derek
You got to
Carr
break
has
the whole first half,
850.
and now you got to go to work in the second, and now you're fucking poor me. Like, get the hell out of here with that.
Derek Carr has 850 yards, and he has 6 touchdowns.
He has more than 500 yards. He has close to almost.
No, he
900.
said 800. He's 850. He said.
Yeah, I mean,
It should
shows
be
right here.
856 touchdowns, 4 interceptions right now.
If you could see that. I just looked it up. You could just hit Google and do it that way. And they have all the 3 games that we played,
That's why I said the whole time, just fucking look up Derek Carr's stats.
I did that, and you're right. 850, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
I guarantee you that's top
interceptions
10.
will drop.
I guarantee you top 10 quarterback in the whole NFL. Top 10.
I mean,
Doesn't
you get that
matter what
running
the
game
fucking.
going.
It does not matter what the team is doing. Derek Carr is top 10 QB at his position of play in the whole NFL.
Yeah, I think that with Josh Jacob being involved more in the running game, Derek Carr's stats will do better because take the pressure off of him, and and you utilize it. It's not always about just throwing the ball.
Dude,
It's about
like I
how
said,
to
if it was me,
get
I
it
would just
together.
go out there with Waller, Adams, and frickin' Holland out there, and I would just start bombing the motherfucking ball. And
No,
I
I would do that. I would do that
I would
too.
make them have to stop the pass before we start the run, like straight up, dude. Because every time that the Raiders come
first
out and
drive, I agree.
throw.
I mean, if you're starting to win and everything, got that 20 fucking points, that's when you fucking ground and pound these motherfuckers. We could have done that against Arizona. And that's the fault of Josh McDaniels.
See, that's where I think the ball where the run comes into play these days. We're not in 1990, bro. We're not in 1980. We're in 2020, dude. This is where good teams are airing the fucking ball out. That's what happens. Good teams air the ball out. They have good running backs to close the game out. That's how you win these games. These fucking guys, dude, it's like they don't get that.
Yeah.
They don't get it. Like I said, why wouldn't you just pound the ball into the end zone, dude, on the 3-yard line? That don't make no sense to me. And I don't care if we got stopped or not. 95 yards is harder than 75.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, the Chiefs got beat by the Colts. A lot of people lost a lot of money there, but it happens. I mean, it happens.
Colts are playing so shit, dude, and beat the Chiefs. Like, give me a break.
But here's the funny thing. Who would ever thought that the Buffalo Bills would lose to the Jaguars last year? I wouldn't have thought it. You wouldn't have thought it. Nobody would. Nobody would have ever thought Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen. I mean, that's something you just don't hear about, but it happens. I mean, there are good teams that get their ass kicked by sorry-ass teams. It happens. And it happens because of two things. They got too arrogant and they had a sized ego, or there was other things where there's a lot of denominators you could say and everything, but it happens.
And this is the other thing. We only lost by a 2-point conversion, bro. Like, it wasn't like that team just went out and kicked the shit out of us. We just lost by a 2-point conversion at the end of the game.
Derek Carson fucking credit, yeah. I mean, he fucking tried to come back. He did his best.
And he did come back like he always does. He came back like he always does. He just couldn't get the 2-point.
2-point conversions are about less than 50% of any quarterback. It's not easy.
So we're playing at home next week.
Who we playing next week?
We're playing the Garbage Donkeys.
We gotta fuck them up
tonight.
They're playing in Las Vegas. We gotta get fucking Russell Wilson.
Who are we playing?
We're playing the Donkeys.
Man, we gotta fuck them up.
Fuck, it's Donkey Chiefs, huh? Fuck, dude.
I want to see us get Russell Wilson and get power slam that motherfucker.
If Josh goes 0-5 to start, he's out. Like, there's no way in hell Josh is the coach if he's 0-5 to start the season.
You know what I would say? I would say this: if we lose to the Denver Broncos, you're fired. Your job is on the.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I would not be against it, but. It's so hard, man. It's so hard because I know he's the head coach, man. Like, I get that.
Because Gruden owns the Donkeys. And if you can't own the Donkeys, then you can't be a Raider head coach,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a crucial fucking point there.
And the crazy thing is, too, that's his former head coaching job. We got to beat him.
Yeah.
I just think, man, there's so much going on here.
Yeah.
People are just paying attention to just the play. They don't take consideration that, hey, this fucking defense, for one, has not played together. They have not played together. 85% of that 85% of that fucking roster hasn't even seen each other before on a field.
Yeah.
The offense is the same fucking way. Yeah, you may have Waller and Renfro, dude, and Foster, and that's it. But a lot of those other players are all been changed. So to just sit and say, like, oh, man, these guys, they've played, and bullshit, dude. They have different coaches. They have different gameplay. I've said that the defense, dude, is hit and miss. In the first half of the Cardinals, we shut them down. In the second half of the Titans, we shut them down. So we just got to figure out how the hell we shut them down for both parts, or control it to, one or the other. Because if you make the playoffs or you make it, you're not going to want to just one side the team, one half or the other. You need them for all halves.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my phone. My mom just texted me on Messenger. It was about my brother's brother, his mother-in-law, who is causing problems for him. You know, because she's got some issues, and he was so happy to take her to the airport because she's going back to California and everything. But,
Damn.
you know, and what's crazy though, it wasn't my brother who told her that she had to go. It was her own daughter, my brother's wife, said to her own mom, you know, because she's acting crazy. She says, "You got to go," and she had to go. So she's going straight back to California, you know. And my mom never got a loss. She wouldn't go to my brother's house because of my brother's mother-in-law. But now that she's gone, you know, now my mom doesn't have a problem, you know.
Why?
She doesn't want to, you know, because my mom got into a fight with this lady before, too. Before in the past, you know. So, you know.
Oh, for you.
My mom's a crazy lady. She will fucking fight, you know. She don't give a fuck. I've seen her before. She and you know, when I say something smart to her and I do it on purpose just to be an asshole, she'll fucking hit me. She'll hit me in the fucking chest and everything. But you know, and it don't hurt me. I just let her do it, you know. And then one time though, I made a big mistake. I was being a dick, messing around with her. I had my teddy bear, you know, that cusses
What
like
did
crazy.
Ray just put?
I was teasing her, and she kicked me right in the fucking nuts.
Said, well, Pat, everyone guess there's something to be happy at. What does he mean by that?
But yeah.
What did he mean by that post?
I'm gonna go look.
Eating a banana, dude? Did you drink a lot of alcohol, dude? I mean, I'm old and everything, but, you know, when I was young, I did that shit. I'd be thrown out my guts, you know. I used to throw up getting shit-faced.
Dude, if I was fucked up so bad, I'd just go throw up and start drinking again. Fuck it.
When you start doing that, then you're making your body adapt to the alcohol.
Yep.
I mean, my Uncle Greg, he's a fucking alcoholic. He drinks, he'll drink like, he doesn't drink as much because he's in a dry county in Russellville, Arkansas. But if he was in California, he would drink a lot more than what he's drinking now. He still gets the alcohol. He just doesn't drink as much. But he's an
What was he
alcoholic.
talking about? What was he talking about?
Oh, about the Chargers losing.
Chargers lost. I didn't know if it was completely over. They were losing.
It's 30 to something, and I
shit.
just looked right now in the third quarter.
Yeah. But,
Hey, I've said people fucking shit on Gruden, and they fucking didn't know the first thing they were even talking about, bro.
Yeah.
I said this the whole time. Gruden was the truth. Gruden was the guy that should have been the coach for this team. And if we fire Josh and Gruden can be reinstated, I'd bring his ass right back with Zangler, dude. Like, that's how I feel.
Well, you know, Gruden's suing the fucking NFL.
John Gruden had us on the path, bro. Like, we started 0-3 2 times in a row, 0-2 or 2-0, 3-0. And we fucking were balling out with our team, dude. Did we lose a game here and there? Yeah, but that's part of football, dude. Like, to sit here and just say, like, Josh over Gruden, fuck that.
Oh, shit. There's 3 minutes and 9 seconds left. Fourth quarter, 1st and 10, Jacksonville.
What's the score? What's the score?
38-10.
Damn, Jacksonville, 38-10?
38-10.
Holy shit. What's that Tampa game looking like?
The last time I checked was 14-6.
Who, Tampa or Green Bay?
Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay's winning. Like, you know, it's 14-6. It's
hey, what's the scores in the second half? What's the scores?
It's a slow playing game. It's 14-6.
What's the scores for all the teams in the second games?
Oh,
you want me to bring it up on the?
Yeah, I want to see them, man. I want to see.
I'm using Yahoo Sports on my iPhone.
Fuck Yahoo Sports.
It's okay. I mean, I watched games on it before. To me, if I could see something, I'm not even a fan of anything really, except for the Raiders. But you know. But I've watched Raider football games through Facebook before too.
Oh no, the Chargers got the ball.
Oh, they got the ball.
The Rams are beating Arizona. Seattle's losing.
Oh yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, they were winning for a
Hold
second.
on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Oh fuck! Where are my fucking cards? Okay, let's start at the top. Where are we at?
We're with the Chargers.
All right, Chargers getting their ass beat by Jacksonville, like straight the fuck up, straight scrub. So
And fucking the Rams can't, or the Rams is just dominating.
Rams, Falcons,
Green Bay.
Packers. Who else? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
We got Niners, Chicago, Colts. No, what games were those?
Earlier today.
Yeah. Oh. Vikings barely beat the Lions. The Lions.
Damn it, dude! I picked the Lions in that game too.
I would have picked the
Oh,
Vikings.
I fucked
but
up on this game.
point spread, though, a lot of people lost money for, though.
I lost on this game.
Point spread's too easy. Point spread's too easy because they're plus and favoring 6 points, 4 points, shit like that. If I was betting, I would fucking dominate. The problem is you have to outright pick the team.
Yeah.
Point spreads are easy to cover, dude.
Yeah.
6 points on a game where you're like, fuck it, he gets 3, we win.
Yeah. Yeah. I call that a dead game with the Chargers and the Jaguars. I mean, even if they score a touchdown, they're not going to be able to do it like that.
Dude, the fucking Chargers got murdered, bro. They got murdered by Jacksonville of all fucking teams.
Yeah.
And I still got to give it out to Dirty, man. Dirty fucking said Jacksonville and Detroit would be good this year.
I told you, Sir Lancelot, Trevor Lawrence, he's pretty good. He's a talented guy.
I said last year watching his tape, at the end, that fool throws dots, bro. Like, he throws dots.
Yeah, I make fun of him, call him Sir Lancelot and all that other stuff. And I know that Mitchell Ritz, he makes jokes like for that that product he sells, Manscaped. If you have a Trevor Lawrence down there, get Manscaped.
Hey, have you seen Trevor Lawrence's junk? I'm taking it or what?
Well, they're saying his hair is the junk. You have something
looking
like a Trevor
his
Lawrence
hair and his junk is two different things.
Hey, bro, I'm kind of worried about Rock Ya-Sin.
Fuck, he'll be all right.
With the knee injury?
He walked off the field. I watched him walk off the field.
Hopefully it's not a torn. If it's a torn ACL, you wouldn't really walk off
I thought I read from one of the beat writers that he got carded.
No, fuck no. He walked right off the sideline to the fucking side. I watched him.
Hobbs got hurt too, but But you know what?
I didn't see. I'm not gonna say 100% that I'm right because there was a few parts where I didn't watch that. But I remember him getting hit right on the sideline and fucking getting up, walking out. I mean, I would have thought I would remember the fucking cart being on the field, taking somebody the hell out of there. I'm going to go check out this dispensary and see how this one is. I've never been to this one.
Where's that one at?
Oh, fuck, over in the fucking shit corner of this fucking place. But I'm going to go check it out. Man, I'm not trying to fucking park right here. I'm not fucking on the side.
Bro, let me know what they got up in there, bro.
This one's a new one. I'm going to just hop in here for a second real quick.
All right, I'll be still here, bro.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm going to go in there and get a blunt real quick.
Pass.
That's what I got to do, bro.
That's what I get. Headaches. They can come at me when I don't.
Chronic, it'll get rid of all headaches, dude. Fucking mythical fucking deal.
Yeah, bro. You gotta smoke that good chronic, bro.
Everybody's been saying that to me or do the stuff.
Try it. Don't knock it until you try it.
I don't smoke anything.
You know, my sister had full blown seizures, everything. She couldn't even get a license, couldn't get a job, nothing.
Yeah.
She started taking that CBD. And it helped her out tremendously. She's not had a seizure in 8 years. She's got her license, full job, everything. That shit ain't no joke, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this thing fixed. Hopefully, it's a pinched nerve. If it's somewhere between my neck and head, and they can just burn that nerve out or something, you know. But that's what's the cause of it, originally from a cyst, you know. But yeah, like I said, with everything, you know, things aren't always what it could be. Something really small, and it's causing something really bad, you know. But you know, I'm not 100% sure. I just believe that, you know, because that headache, it comes out, it attacks me, you know, when I least expect it, and when it's coming to fall, the headache gets even worse because of the barometer pressure. I mean, when I went to Alaska, I was starting to get headaches even worse, you know, because I went to it wasn't cold at that time last year, but it was just the barometer pressure because it was like cloudy a lot and everything. I haven't been there when it was snowing, you know, and I was starting to get headaches, you know. I've been to the snow, and I took my Raider coat with me at that time in 2017 to 18. See my brother for the first time in a long time, and of course, you know, that was during Winterfield, Alaska. That's what I call it, and it was nice. I mean, it's a beautiful place even when it's snowing too. You know, it's like I said it looks like Winterfield, like, you know, like Game of Thrones. You know, it's all snow and everything.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's beautiful to go to Alaska and everything. But I don't know if I want to live there. I mean, I wouldn't mind going on vacation there though. It's a very nice place. Of course, my brother and my mom were trying to get me to move down there though. But it's hard to do that, you know, when my father lives here, and I don't like to leave him alone. But at the same time, I'm trying to get myself fixed up. My dad was the one that asked me to move in with him when I had my apartment, you know, because I lost my job. You know, he was saying, Rudy, just, you know, I got a place for you and all this other stuff. And, you know, I moved out somewhere in December of 2018, eventually got my deposit money of over $1,000, which included a pet deposit and everything. I had to fight these people, and I said, hey, I didn't want to leave my apartment, but I had no choice. I had no job, you know. But, you know, they were going to dog me off of that. And I said, you know what? I'm your best tenant you ever had. All these other guys, they trashed their apartments and everything. I cleaned that motherfucker up really good, everything, you know, vacuumed, everything. It had some wear and tear and all that. But those motherfuckers, you know, were going to try to get me. I said, you know what? You don't want to do this with me. You know, in the state of California, that if I were to take you to small claims, that $1,000 that they owe me, you know, over $1,000, it was like $1,150, I think it was. Well, if I took them to court, that would double. That's the law in California when it comes to civil lawsuits and apartments. It doubles. My mom, she used to do apartments. You know, she used to be a manager and all that. And they finally realized that shit. They looked up how much and I had the paper to prove it. And they said, oh, Rudy, you didn't cash that $300 or $500 money. I said, no. The check they gave me was bullshit. And they gave me the full $1,100. I gave them the check, gave me the full money and everything. And that was it. They didn't have shit or anything. What it was is they were originally Potts Property Management. They went to another one. It was, forgot what it was, the second one, management. Then they fired that one, the new owner. And then it went to Lipson. That's what it was, Lipson. And they live they're in Visalia, their management. Then they finally just gave me the amount that I deserved. All these other guys that used to live near me and all that moved out, they didn't get a single dime back because they were in a hurry to leave, or some of them might have been just pigs and just left the place, you know. But I guess I was the only person that moved out with a full amount. I was there for over 5 years, you know, everything. And I remember this guy named, I think his name was Dan. And he told me, you've been there for over 5 years. They can't charge you for vacuuming carpet because it's been over 5 years, even if it's in the contract and everything. As long as you keep the place decently clean and everything, they have to pay the full amount. You live there over 5 years. It's natural wear and tear, you know. And what do these assholes do? They don't fix the apartment up, and then these other guys that moved in, they didn't have new carpet, new nothing. It was left alone. They didn't do shit to that apartment. Cheap assholes, and they charged them more rent than I did because it was $700 and it was a $725. Originally it was $700, but they ended up paying like over almost $900 for a 2-bedroom apartment, 1 bath. It has a little backyard, but it had a lot of room. It had a big, living room, and the bedrooms were pretty good size. The kitchen was okay size, but they charged them more than I did. I'm like, dude, that's criminal. They should have fixed the motherfucker if they're gonna charge him like fucking $800 something or $900 dollars for rent. I mean, those guys.
What was that?
That's at the Grand Sierra Apartments in Hanford, where I used to live at.
Oh.
And they charged these guys money, and they didn't even fix the apartment up at all. They didn't like replace the carpet or anything like that or anything. They just left it the way it was. I mean, it was just clean. That's about it. Just regularly clean, but it had some wear and tear. They didn't replace the windows or anything. It should have been replaced. It had poor insulation and everything, And I like the apartment. To be honest with you, I could live in a shitty apartment with nobody tell me what to do. I don't give a fuck, It don't bother me, but and it had a lot of room.
I can't do apartments because I can't do people. I can't do like hella people around me, dude. Like,
oh, I understand.
I don't like the confrontation. I don't like how some people are hot and cold, man. Like, I love where I'm at, dude. Like, this is the shit I see. This is the type of shit I see every day just by myself because this is what we got. Like, fuck this.
Oh yeah, it's true. You can't play loud music or anything.
Look at all this. Like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
All in the round, man. All in the round.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that fucking guy living 2 feet away from me shit. Hear me screw my woman through the wall. I'm good on that shit. So, Daz, get your ass up. Quit laying down. Hey, look at him. You can tell he's drunk, bro. He's drunk.
Yeah, man. Maybe he need to get some, do some energy drinks.
I mean, what do you do? Go out and pound like 10 beers real quick? I mean.
Me, I'm a light drinker. The most I'm drinking would be like about 8 beers, and I'm a light drinker. That's about it.
I won't drink beer. I'll just straight drink a whole bottle of Crown. Fuck the beer.
Oh. Yeah, beer will get you drunk longer, and you'll get drunk longer with malt liquor than hard liquor. Hard liquor attacks quickly, but it goes away fast, though. But, I don't mind doing a little brandy or some tequila or even some bourbon. My mom hates bourbon. She's like, hey, Mom, you want to try this little bourbon? Yeah, I hate bourbon because she got drunk a long time ago when she was a teenager and threw up her guts. And I'm like, this stuff's not even that hard. It's weak as hell, but it's like a sweet bourbon. It's honey. I put, it's not even hard at all,
Yeah.
But, she had a bad reaction to bourbon. But I'm like, you just got to, toughen that stuff up. I mean, I even told my friend Gerald, he says he does loggers and all this. I said, dude, you're full of shit. And I could tell he's full of shit because the way he was talking. I said, dude, if you and me were in a drinking contest, and I'm a light drinker, I would beat your ass you would pass out and I'd still be drinking, And I'm a light drinker, And just because he's a big dude don't mean you can outdrink me. That's all bullshit, It's how much your body is used to the alcohol. If your body ain't used to alcohol, you're going to get drunk faster, Now, I wouldn't try to outdrink my Uncle Greg. He'd fucking kick my ass easy because he's straight up alcoholic. He could drink forever if he wanted to. Until his liver blew up or something, I mean, when someone drinks alcohol for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're definitely alcoholics,
Yeah, like this is what I look at every day.
Yeah. That's nice. It's nice. Nice. Yeah, I've been to Alaska. I took
My
pictures.
house is literally right over this mountain right here. My house literally is right on the opposite side of this canyon right here.
Look, Dustin. Dustin,
Say again? Yeah.
look, I gotta take probiotics now.
Probiotics.
That what?
I gotta take probiotics.
I'm probably gonna, where I'm going, man, it's probably gonna cut off my
Yeah.
internet for the live.
Oh.
You're gonna go home right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the other side of the mountain to the other field, but I'm gonna
it
be
kills off your
sitting. I gotta go
phone
check
signal,
the grain field right now.
All right.
Okay.
But we'll see when I get around this corner. It might pick up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Probiotics. I used to take vitamins and all that, but if you think about it, when you take vitamins, it goes through your system and out your ass. It doesn't always absorb everything, especially those tablets. But if you do those chewable ones, you chew them in your mouth, your body absorbs them, and But if you do like those tablets or whatever, you can't chew them
Shit,
up.
Cortez, you gotta change your name, bro, to Nation Nightmare DSR. It's not Raider Cortez no more.
Oh no, it's Nation. Let me go.
Yeah.
That shit ain't Raider Cortez no more. Shit, the hell's going on here?
I was called Mad Dog, but I'm usually Rude Dog, but because we're losing, I'm called Mad Dog until we get a win. Go for the win. I'll take the Mad Dog out and put Rude Dog back. Or said Raider Mad Dog beer or something. Maybe. But yeah, here in the Central Valley, it is a shitty area that, we're below sea level. We get pollution from, San Francisco and LA. Even though the soil here is pretty good, it depends on where you're at. But, but the air is not good here, though. It sucks. It's like someone comes down to LA to here, they start having allergies like crazy, That's how bad it is here. Like my Aunt Gloria, she's
Shit,
from
where
LA.
you're at's better than LA. LA is a shithole.
Well, it is, but when they come down here, though, they start having fucking allergies and everything.
Yeah, because you start getting in the row, dude, and start picking up shit they're not used to because they're too pussyfied in the city.
Yeah. And my teacher, Bob Hall, he said the people, those like Portuguese families like the Borbas and I'm trying to think. Damn, it was in my head. The Fagundeses and all them, they were all from L.A. And even the Warmadams, they're the Dutch family. They were all L.A. farmers, and they came down to the Central Valley because L.A. was so high and living there, and they wanted to go cheaper, so they went up to the Central Valley area, like Hanford, Fresno, all of Central Valley areas, They said that's too expensive, But now a lot of our other farmers, they're leaving California because of the high, price of living, cost of living. It's shit here. Uh-oh. Yeah. I think that just happened. Aaron, you okay, dude? Hope you're not, passed out. Uh-oh. I guess I might have to. Let's see, guys. I don't know if we have a lot of people here. Let me see. I got to get a lot more people here. Let's see, I hear it. Discord. Let's see.
All right, Uncle, you gotta deal with her.
Let me look. Oh wait, there I am. Yeah, I don't have anybody in the chat. Let me see if I can get some people from Instagram to come here. Yeah, Dustin's signal died out. Let's see here. Tell my mom on Instagram. I'm on
Still there,
YouTube.
Rudy?
Yeah, I'm still here. Dustin, the signal died out for him. Because he said when he was going in the mountains, he'll lose the signal.
Yeah, he'll come back on.
Yeah, as soon as he passes through. Yeah, I'll tell it. Let's see. Oh, the Raiders Veronica. I have her on Facebook too. She's pretty cool. Let's see. Tip Marley. No, Marley's not on Instagram. Trying to get more people. But let me check Facebook. Let's see what chart. So everybody in the AFC West lost so far. So except for the Donkeys, yeah. I want to see.
Are you watching the game?
Nah, I don't care for the. Well, let me see. My team didn't lose real bad, but you know we scored. That was what we did. Better than like fucking throwing a turnover and then losing the game like with the Cardinals. But yeah, I might watch it. Let me see. What the game's like. The Donkey game won't be on until about 5:20, and it's only 4:12, so about an hour away. My dad's pissed. His team lost to the Browns. My brother, I'm pretty sure he's crying his eyes out losing to the Colts. Yeah. I actually would think that the Chiefs would lose to the Colts. That surprised me a lot. Where are the chokers? They got choked out. Wait. There's first and goal Green Bay with 30 seconds left in the red zone. So if that's Green Bay, then Green Bay's winning. I mean, they have the ball, I think. I'm not sure. Or is it? Let me look at it again. No. Oh, this could go in overtime. Tom Brady has to score a touchdown.
And a 2-point
conversion. Man. Okay. Now that looks like an interesting game. Green Bay, they're playing like they came out of they always play like they're hungover or something. Let's see if I can get my TV control real quick. Let's see. I'm still here, I just have my earphones and everything. How do you fare? Where's my controller? See if my phone's charged. 0.3%. Come on, man. Should have been charged off already. Where's my controller, honey? Are you sitting on it, Biffy? No, you wouldn't be sitting on it. That would be uncomfortable. Oh, there it is. It was right by me the whole freaking time. Let's see. I don't know if Green Bay would be. Let's see. They're on Fox. I think they would be playing. I'm glad the Jokers lost, though. Let's see. 26.
Born to mothers who drink contaminated water at Camp Lejeune were 4 times.
Let's see.
Okay, what is here?
Let's see. Fox foot. Okay, I got a Fox football team on playing.
Okay, I'm an alien. And
Let's
I got
see.
these claws. I'm climbing the wall.
Okay, there's second and goal so far.
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico. See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
New iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yes, cameras.
Let's
And you'll get our best deals.
see, come on.
Everyone should see it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing
Seen that
Every iPhone.
AT&T with that Lily chick
I'm working
with
best deal.
LeBron James.
Best one yet.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone. Get the new iPhone 14 Pro on.
He's doing for my job.
Yeah. Come on, LeBron James couldn't take Lily's job. If he took over and she was gone, people would fucking hate the commercial more.
Oh shit, he got the touchdown.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm seeing
Gage.
the Rams and the Cards. Okay. Wait, they got the touchdown. That would make it 12-14, and they'd have to go for a 2-point conversion. I don't know. It still says on my YouTube. I mean, on Yahoo Sports. But I said 21 seconds left. I don't even have the game. Let me see if I can hit another 26. 26 points. No, it wouldn't make a difference. I forgot. There's a save station. Kyler Murray. Oh, man, he should have caught that ball. Well, they know him really well. Kyler Murray. They're gonna attempt to. Oh, they're gonna kick a field goal, and then they're gonna onside kick it.
No, they're going for it.
No, Oh, no, I'm saying the Cardinals. Oh, it is 2. Yeah, there it is. You're ahead of me with the Green Bay and Tampa Bay. I would say Tom Brady. They'd fucking. Tom Brady. Tampa Bay committed a 5-yard penalty for a delayed game. I would blitz the fucking middle and make Tom Brady throw the ball too quick. Mark Sanchez.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh, they lost.
Oh, it didn't. It failed. They failed the 2-point conversion. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for Tom Brady. Get stuck a dick. Now I have to onside kick it with 14 seconds. Onside kick. Oh fuck! It's over. Cards only have one timeout left. It's over.
Two-minute situation. Come down to a 2-point conversion try. I'm sure you can ask for anything.
Yep, the Buccaneers lost. It's a good show.
I think it's clear the moment those cameras are all trying to capture. This is the last time we see these two greats face off.
What the fuck is wrong with? Oh, he has a mullet or something. Aaron Rodgers. Beasley. Oh, Beasley is with the Cards. I mean, with the Buccaneers.
People who get 3 in my French toast always wish they got 6. Nobody ever orders 6 and wishes they only got 3. It's called math. French toast sticks starting at $1.49 are back in Jacksonville.
You can do better. At least with your big
Oh,
name
yeah.
wireless carrier. With Xfinity Mobile, you can get unlimited for $30 per month on the nation's most reliable 5G network. They can even save you hundreds a year on your wireless bill over T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. No, I can do better. Yes, you can. I can do better too.
Now, you really can do better. Switch to the fastest
Oh, yeah,
mobile
let me
service,
get a face.
Xfinity Mobile. Now with the best price on 2 lines of unlimited, just $30 a line.
So, what do you think?
We're prepared to offer cash.
When you get
That's,
great deals at Denny's,
$5.99.
you'll start to expect great deals everywhere. New all-day diner deals starting at $5.99 and delicious.
You there, Rude?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm still there.
Well, let's try and go for 3 hours. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta go get my
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
The game came down to the final play in today's Dono stat tracker. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdowns, Ned Lazard. That's big plays in the fourth quarter and a touchdown earlier in the rookie Romeo Dobbs, his best day as a pro. It came down to the end. Brady led a great drive to tie it, and then the 2-point conversion, a delay of game, and then when they moved it back, couldn't get it done. Campbell with a play for the Packers. And Green Bay holds on for the win, 14-12 for our entire crew. Thanks for watching. Coming up next, the OT, presented by DirecTV. See you next week.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X. GMC, we are professional grade.
Have you seen my new phone yet? It's the Fold app. I would never switch to Samsung. I love my phone. What? Fold app. You see, I love my phone. I would never switch to Samsung.
The new Subway Series menu, the greatest sandwich roster ever done. Tomorrow I'm the new boss. Here's Patrick Mahomes. Incredible. Meatballs, fresh mozzarella, and pepperoni. Oh, the meatballs out. I thought we never fumbled. The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
Rates may be rising, but with Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home and refinance to a lower rate later with exclusive savings. That's the Rocket advantage. Call 8336-ROCKET today.
She was supposed to be one. I used to believe in the one. And then I realized there's plenty of savings in the savings. Amazon has daily deals, so every day is a chance to meet the deal that catches your eye, that shakes your soul, that changes your destiny. Amazon has daily deals, so every day is a chance to meet the deal that catches your eye. I'm going to go check on this here.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
Adam, see what I got.
Is that the new iPhone 14 Pro?
Yeah, this amazing new camera. Smile.
Oh shit!
And you got it on Verizon.
Better. I got Verizon same plan. Apple.
One, that's Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, paid iCloud Plus.
I hear the acting's pretty good on that.
So it's the deal I got from Verizon. iPhone 14 Pro on that. You should get one. Selfie time. Wow, you can hustle when you need to.
Get a new iPhone 14 Pro on us. And get it with one unlimited for iPhone. Only on the network America relies on. Verizon.
Hey, Rody. Hey, Rody,
Yeah.
could you hold it down for a minute?
Yeah, sure. I am. All right.
I gotta go to the restroom.
No problem. All right. Well, so far, yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they did score a touchdown. They failed the 2-point conversion. They tried to get an onside kick. They failed, and Green Bay won. And the OT is on Fox right now. Let me see if I can turn up the volume. You can hear it from Aaron's TV.
You're looking at it, and
Okay, I'm seeing it.
Tom Brady to run against a soft front and hand the ball.
I'll delay a game. That's what it was started out from. They were going to run it.
And so he could have been short anyway, but ends up it was a great ball.
Yeah, we'll have much more on that game, including Aaron Rodgers' big day against the Bucs defense. Right now, let's take a look at the highlights going on here.
All right, they're going to do the highlights. LA and the Cardinals. Or I should say Rams and Cardinals. They ran the ball pretty damn good with Cam Akers. 20-12. Rams win. Battle of the Birds. Falcons versus Seahawks. Looks like Mariota's doing pretty damn good. That's the Sea Chicks with Drake London. 27-23. Jags and the Chargers. Both got a pull growing. And there's Trevor Lawrence. 38-10. Man. Eagles and the Commandos. And then 24-2. Boom! Wentz got sacked 9 times. Wentz got sacked 9 times. He'll be soaring them though. Ravens against Patriots. 37-26. Ravens win. Oh no.
All right, the Ravens and Titans both looking for their first win. Fourth and goal, Derek Carr. We got Matt Collins, 9 yards
Yeah.
short. That comes down to a 24-22 game. They have to go for 2. Carr broke it up. And that's the
Yeah, threw it a little
Tennessee gets
higher.
the first win. The Raiders now 0-3.
Thanks, that's Carolina Panthers, Baker Mayfield.
Saints and the
looking for the first win.
Panthers and the Saints.
Mayfield swings this one out.
And they're
Chenault Jr. He takes
Chenault
it
caught the
77
pass.
Make one guy-
Oh, Chenault. Oh, he's a former Jaguar now, so with the Panthers. He went from being a Jag to a Black Cat Panther. Wow.
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. No.
They're running back now. Leads the game in the second half with a shoulder injury. Under a minute to go. Vikings win.
Because he throws the ball and he hits KJ Osborne. 28-yard reception. Touchdown. 28-24. Oh, this is a big one. Bills and Dolphins. Wow. This is a good game. You got blocked. Wow. Safety.
A field goal would win it, but they can't get the playoff in Miami. Gets the upset. Bills offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey.
Oh shit! Dolphins won 21-19. Chiefs. Oh, Patty had a little scuffle with his coordinator.
And then it's Janati Woods.
Holy shit!
Jelani Woods.
20-17. Patty Mahomes. Oh, got intercepted. Bengals and the Jets. Oh, you can't be yelling like that. He's gone. He'll be gone from the team. You'll talk bad to your coach. That's how you get fired. Yeah. Oh, the Bears beat the Texans 23-20 in OT. I think, or no, it's just the OT. Kind of crazy now. The Raiders lost, Chiefs lost, Chargers lost. We'll see if Denver and the 49ers. I want the 49ers to win. Donkeys only got one win, and they're not that good of a team. But if we were to lose to the Broncos, I say it like this: Josh McDaniels got to be fired. There's no way. I mean, he's already got notice. Mark Davis was not too happy.
This defense, I watched them in training camp, and the thing that impressed me, they've got so much depth on their offensive and defensive line because, we see it every year. We have a team that comes out like a house of fire and they play, outstanding early. Arizona, they get a few people hurt and all of a sudden they come back to the rest of the pack. This Philadelphia team, they are very deep in the offensive and defensive line. That's going to pay dividends down the road.
Anybody in there?
Smith, he had a big game today. A.J. Brown had a big game today. And I know Jalen Hurts is discounted so much.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's a big game today.
A quarterback getting sacked 9 times, that's pretty bad.
And that's what we're seeing.
He's always been that guy. It's not easy for a quarterback to spend his entire life throwing one way. And then
Just heard my voice.
in 4 months or whatever, and then grip it differently, release it differently. It could be throwing one way. And then it's a hard thing to do, to break an old habit. I was standing next to their general manager there in practice, and I asked him about
Trying to hear football.
He said he's a hard worker. He said, Jimmy, he would stop right now and run all the way to Key West.
Yeah.
He wanted to make him.
That's his reputation. He's
For commandos, or I say commanders, but I call them commandos. Dustin calls them the condoms, the Washington condoms. Or I like to use condoms.
You gotta give these kids what you gotta give them receivers. Now they have time.
Since his dad coached in high school. You gotta listen.
Man.
You got to get the receivers.
I don't know. But yeah, oops, looks like my TV went out a little bit. I got regular TV. I don't have cable or anything like that. So, 24, on KC24 will be the donkeys and the 40 whiners and everything. Gotta go for the 40 whiners. For the 49ers, it's probably like playing against a more downgraded version of the Seattle Seahawks. I think if you're what would you do if you're the Broncos against the 49ers? Well, the biggest strength for the Broncos is their running game, not their passing game. They want to do more play action against the 49ers and run the ball effectively. That's what their strategy would be. Now, as for the defense on the Denver Broncos, they got to is stop the run, because that's the 49ers' best thing is running the football. Stop the run, make them go 3 and out, which would be not too easy to do. Jimmy Garoppolo as the quarterback. But then there's the what did the 49ers have to do to beat the Denver Broncos? Run the ball. Run it, throw the ball a little bit, mix it up. Also, their defense go after Russell Wilson and make him go 3 and out and cause more pressure and outscore the Broncos and force the Broncos to throw the ball more and stop, So it goes both ways. They're both running teams, but I think the 49ers would be more of the winning team than the Broncos. I did not sleep too well, guys. Let you guys know. I had like freaking happy feet, and I'm had trouble going to sleep. And somebody's in the chat. And then say hello.
Mattress Firm's Sleeping Spree event. Save up to $500 plus.
Wait.
Just on the base with 2 free bedding items. Only at the Mattress Firm.
Someone in the top chat is watching. Chronicles of the Black Hole. I just gonna see my mom just to see me in here and everything. First, this is not before this is my first time being on YouTube and everything,
Confident about what you started by? No, why not ask the most confident person you know? Well, high school coach.
But let's see. I'm here.
So
So we were talking earlier, about the Raiders and everything. What we got to do, we got to get our things straightened out. It's a coach's idea. Both the offense and defenses are playoff caliber, but when you're not utilizing it right, then there's a problem. You could have all the talent in the world and still lose. We shouldn't have lost to Arizona. We should have not lost to Tennessee. The Chargers, I'm not going to give that one. But, you could all say that, But, some people I know, like Dustin, was saying, there's a lot of these Derek Carr haters. Criticism is expected, but when you hate and say, oh, he's trash, he's got to go, never going to win us games and all that, that's bullshit. Those clowns don't know nothing about football. I'll debate any Derek Carr hater any day, anytime, and I will shut them up. You want to get a moderator? To all these Derek Carr haters, I will do it. I'll prove them so wrong how they don't know football. But we've never had a quarterback like Derek Carr. That's the truth. They don't like to hear that because they know I'm right. Either know I'm right or they're too stupid to get it. There are guys like Docs and Wasted and all that. They know how to get big crowds of Raider fans, but they don't know football. I'm sorry. And, I'm a 42-year-old man. They might be a little older. Docs might be younger than me. Limited is older than I am. Not by much, but, But he's deluded. He called me a Kardashian, and he's a I could say something, but I'm not going to. But he's wrong. I say, hey, you know what? We can have our disagreements and everything. Try to be like that. They called me a fucking Kardashian, and that's just not cool. The Raiders will never go. It's not a quarterback that makes the team a championship. It's the whole team. It's the offense, defense, and special teams. It's all of it. Derek Carr is a chess piece that you cannot afford to lose. You lose him, you go nowhere. I guarantee you. Unless you can get a guy that's of equal value or better, It's very hard to find that. And these DC haters got to go. Because they're not one of us. I mean, I don't allow DC haters in my Instagram, in my Raider groups, because they talk right out of their buttholes and everything, And I was saying that with Dustin earlier, I mean, I used to have haters, I had more Raider haters. Oops, what happened to it? Did I get kicked out? I don't know. It's at a wide screen. Let me look.
We felt like 21 was
Still on there. Let me see if I got kicked out. There's a way to find out. I think I might not be live anymore. No, it says I'm live. Or Aaron kicked himself out. Let me see. So that says I'm live. Okay, I'm still live. But yeah, like I said, with the Derek Carr haters and everything, they talk mess. This is what bandwagon fans and true fans. You got to look at everything. You got to look at where the team did good and where the team did bad. I mean, like the play calling. The Raiders, where they did right and wrong in the Tennessee game. Where they did wrong was that they did not, on defense. They didn't, they kind of stopped the run and then they didn't. And then, they scored on us. They did the screen passes. But then we, they weren't even a tough offense, to be honest with you, just a running team. Well, how do you stop Derrick Henry? He's a big-ass motherfucker. 255 pounds of monster. You got to push those offensive linemen into a monster like him. We were stopping him in the second half. They didn't do shit in the second half. But then we scored. Derek Carr fucking scored. He just missed that 2-point conversion, or else we'd be going on overtime. We've got to be able to do the running game. We're not utilizing the running game. Josh Jacobs is our best running back. That's the truth. I know some people might not agree with me, but you can't replace him. You don't have anybody right now. Zeus isn't going to do it. Britton Brown ain't going to do it. Hell no, it ain't going to be Brandon Bolden. He ain't going to fucking do it. Then it's not going to be Abdul, Amir Abdul. I mean, none of those running backs are going to replace him. I'm sorry. Running backs are a dime a dozen. That's true. But until you find someone better than him, you got to say, you know what? No. He's the best player. He showed it. He's the best damn player. He could break tackles. He's got great vision. Does he have the greatest speed of running backs? No. But he's our best running back. 3,000 yards in his 3 years. 3 years. He did, even though he didn't get 1,000 yards in his third year, but he still totaled out to 3,000 in his 3 years total, though, because he did really good. But if we're gonna do better, guys, we got to do better with not just just depending on one player. We got to use what we have. That's what the problem with us is. We're not using what we have and everything. I mean, people can agree and they disagree with me, but at the end of the day, the fault is Josh McDaniels. The reason why we're 0-3 is Josh McDaniels. It's not Derek Carr. It's not Darren Waller. It's not Josh Jacobs. It's not the whole entire defense. It's not the whole offensive line. It's Josh McDaniels. I'm sorry, but that's the ugly truth. He didn't make adjustments properly or fix things, He acted too slow. And now, can he bounce back up? Yeah, he can. That's going to depend on him. Because if we lose to the fucking Broncos, he should be fired by all rights. There's no fucking reason why we should lose to the Broncos. They're not a good team. when you're making bad decisions and everything like that, then you gotta take some ownership. And there's a lot of people that don't take ownership. And you gotta really take ownership. I'm just seeing if let's see. But yeah. Look at private chats. Nothing there. Comments right here. So these are old comments. But I like to try to, some people might see this video, some people may not. I do my live streams mostly on Instagram, but
so quick, so strong, so hard.
But if we're gonna win the games, guys, we got to do better. Okay, we have to. And you know what? Let's go to the schedules, and we can say win or lose. Every team is winnable, but you could beat every team. It depends on how you play. We play against the Denver Broncos. That's the next game. We have to win. We're going to probably be favored to lose to them, because we're being hated, We're the most hated team. Starting to get a headache. Okay, let's look at this. I am not going to stay here too long. It's almost 3 hours. But, oops, wrong one. I meant to hit schedule and I hit roster by mistake. Yeah, we're considered. I know they say, "Oh, you're dead last and everything. You guys suck." It's too early still. Even 3 games, guys. 3 fucking games doesn't mean anything. But we gotta beat the Broncos. That's the game. And then we're gonna play them in Vegas. Passing is ranked 9th. Rushing's 30th. That's got to change. That's got to change. Because that rushing offense, can bounce up. We're trying to be too much of a passing team. It's not going to fucking work. We got to balance it out. Denver, we play them. They have 1 win, 1 loss. Then, they got 1 fucking lucky win. Play the Chiefs in Arrowhead. That's a tough game. That's the toughest game. We got to beat Houston. We got to beat New Orleans. We got to beat Jacksonville. Indianapolis. We got to beat them. We got to beat Denver again. We got to beat Seattle. Chargers. We got to beat them in Las Vegas. Rams are a very tough team. New England is not so tough. Shouldn't lose to a team like them. Pittsburgh is tough with their defense in Pittsburgh. 49ers, we should beat them, and the Chiefs. We could still go, It's too early to say anything, guys. You can't just say, "Oh, yeah, it's over for us." It's not over. Nothing is over until it's over. That's just the way it is. Yeah, I think I just if I leave, then this whole thing will freaking die. I need to see if let's see. Shit. Let me try 47. Channel's starting to die out. Let's see.
Really helpful because there was areas like
26
our third floor bedroom window that I thought we might need a sensor on, and he said,
Let's see.
Or me, about to steal half of this guy's sub.
My brain's
Huh?
hurt.
I bet he'd advance because I'm coming. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
They got the first family in the country music.
Yeah, sorry. Lose its line of thought. But
What did you do?
I'm just like starting to learn brain cells a little bit because I'm starting to. But if we're gonna win games, like I said, with Raider Nation or any other football player, like we're the Raider Nation. But even if you're not a Raider fan, you're a different football fan. You stay loyal to your name no matter what. No matter what. Doesn't matter how suck ass your team is, you stick with them no matter what. These bandwagon fans say, "Oh, I'm going to go shop for a new team." No, you don't shop for a new team. You're a fucking traitor. You're not a fan. You're fucking Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is not a real Raider fan. He was never a real football fan from the beginning. I don't consider him. I consider him a chump. The true Raider fans would be like Ice Cube, Mario Lopez. He's an LA man, but but he stuck loyal to the Raiders even when they went to Oakland, even when they went to Las Vegas, still stayed with the team. I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter where the Raiders go. The Raiders will always be the Raiders. It doesn't matter if they were in New Mexico, or even in Mars. They're still the Raiders. Raiders are Raiders. And the Rams and everything, for the fact that we lost to the Tennessee Titans, it pissed me off and everything, but, I don't want to hear locker room shit because it pisses me off. But, when you lose, you lose. You got to take ownership for what you did,
And we got to get the hell out of our own way. This thing, man, it's a long.
Favorable. They should have never beaten us at all. See Godzilla. I was like changing because I didn't want to see the Tennessee.
Said, no, you know what? They're doing our thing.
But
They ain't doing their job. Not one.
I blocked the word that the. But
Great game overall. Jalen Ramsey right here.
Right now, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Sorry about that. I need to get a hold of Aaron because I am getting a headache. I'm not feeling too good. I don't want to leave this stream hot here. Let me see. Let's get a hold of Aaron. Let's see. I'm gonna text him, say, "Hey, buddy, I'm not feeling too good."
Well, we finished for the Packers now have an extra day off because they got to nothing better than here and see you Wednesday. Hey, Jay Glazer joins us right now, and Jay, that's my
Because I am not feeling too good. It's my headache. It's
Looked like a concussion. He was in concussion protocol, but then he came back in the game. What happened?
Well, first of all, the NFLPA, they're asking the same thing. They actually want an investigation of why he was allowed back in the game. According to Tua, it wasn't his head. He actually injured his back a little bit earlier and aggravated it on that play. So according to him, he passed the concussion protocol. Let's see what happens with this investigation. All right, moving on now. Staying with quarterbacks in that division. Mac Jones, they lose today. He goes down, actually has to get carried into the locker room. We'll have further tests tomorrow. It didn't look good there
Ankle.
for Mac Jones and Patriots fans.
Okay, well, hear this from the injury report before I call Eric.
Again next weekend, but Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry both got banged up in the game. Thomas, it's a toe. Jarvis Landry looks like he could have a high ankle sprain. And finally, Minnesota, we just saw a great locker room there with Kevin O'Connell. Dalvin Cook, he actually had his shoulder. He's had problems with the pass. He's subblitzed out today, popped out. Kevin O'Connell says he's day-to-day. Dalvin Cook thinks he'll be good for next week. They have run further tests tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot. Before we wrap
Running backs, they'll play with an injury and stuff.
I'm going with Coach Mike McDaniel. He's got those players. Players love him, but on top of that, the main thing is they believe they can win. They come from behind. They're 3-0.
I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. Big road win, 325 yards of total offense.
Okay, that was it. Okay, I'm going to give.
One touchdown running. I mean, PT in Baltimore. Pay that man.
Yeah, my son Chris played in St. Louis when Aaron Donald came to the league, and this is the God's honest truth. 4 days into the week, he said, "This guy Aaron Donald is going to be a Hall of Famer," and he's right. He's a dominant player. Congratulations, fastest to 100 sacks defensive tackle.
There's not a quarterback playing in the NFL that I don't admire. That's a hard position to play, and I'm extremely proud of Jalen Hurts to be ready to become a reasonable confidence that I've been playing so well in Philadelphia today. Again, 300 yards.
Excuse me one second, guys. Oops. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up with the YouTube thing. My head's starting to bother me. All right, I'll stay for a little longer until you get there, but I'm going to have to stop because my head is bothering me, but I'll hold on for a little longer, okay? Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. All right, bye. Sorry about that, guys. It's just my headache. It's bothering me, and I'm going to stay a little bit longer for, just talk to Aaron. Like I said, with football and everything, whoops, I have my earphones on. I mean, I could have them on and off, but it's just that when I hear people, these are my Bluetooth phones, and, and I'm telling you guys, headaches are not cool and everything. We talked about it before, and, but yeah. Oh man, head hurts. Had like nasty headaches. But yeah. And I would love to play football if I didn't have these headaches. I'd love to play football. Like, I used to always play football. I even had headaches and played football, and got worse headaches, but it happens. But yeah.
Thank you for holding it down for me, Rudy.
Oh, it's no problem, man. I am not feeling too good.
Yeah, bro, go get some rest. I'm about to go get some rest. My stomach's been hurting me.
All right, yeah. All right, later, Aaron.
I just would like to thank everybody. If you're guys watching the repack, just share it out. Just drop comments. Just tell me how you guys feel about the game, the season so far. Just like to thank everybody that showed up to my show. Dustin, OG Daniel, Rudy, thank you, bros. I hardly do this lately. Just want to thank you guys. Thank you for everything. We'll be back Wednesday for, I know I missed this last week for fantasy and pick'ems, but this next week I'll be back with the pick'ems.
Later, everyone.
All right, later, guys.